Today, we talking mullets. The mullet vibe is not just a haircut, it's a way of life. Get out the way, posers. Try and pick up what I'm putting down. M-U-L-L-E-T. Vibes.
My day was usual business. I walked with hair full of stress. Some would say that this was getting burned out. As I sipped upon my coffee, an epiphany dawned on me. I would find my correct. Cause when it's business in the front and party in the back, you know you're gonna be okay. Cause the boss is on your ass, waiting for the weekend, can't see the light of day.
It's the mullet man.
Yeah, it's the mullet man. Yeah, it's the mullet man. Well, it's the mullet man.
Vibes.
The mullet seemed to call me, so I took a trip to go see just what kind of man I could become. So I went into the barber, my words couldn't have hit harder, and then the deed was done. Cause when it's business in the front and party in the back, you know you're gonna be okay. Cause the boss is on your ass, waiting for the weekend, can't see the light of day.
It's the mullet man.
Yeah, it's the mullet man. Yeah, it's the mullet man. Well, it's the mullet man.
Vibes.
As the mullet changed me, I noticed my power growing exponentially. So I used this power for good, as I knew I should, but I still can't get a date.
The mullet man.
Yeah, it's the mullet man. Yeah, it's the mullet man. Well, it's the mullet man.
Vibes. And finally, filling the quota is something I could finally see.
Wait, what do you mean, quota?
Today, we pay homage to the streamer's salty snack of choice, and the capo who's brave enough to defend their honor. Sit back and listen for a while, friends. You're in for one hell of a salty surprise. Sometimes streaming requires a meal, but the chat won't let you enjoy your snack. Unrelenting in that mockery, you fire back with words of wisdom and attack. Shut up! Let me munch my nuts. Shut up! Let me munch my nuts. Shut up! Let me munch my nuts. Yeah! sodium's getting high, and vitamin B12. You're getting nourishment from the nuts variety that you delve. You may think of dirty jokes, all your 69 tropes, but Capo continues lunch. He continues to munch. You didn't turn your back on them, although they're making your mouth dry. You'll never go hungry again until your death counts 60 high. Shut up! Let me munch my nuts. Shut up! Let me munch my nuts. Shut up! Let me munch my nuts.
Damn your rotating cube! Ah!
Shut up! Let me munch my nuts. 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 Shut up! Let me munch my nuts.
Yeah! That was a fucking jam!
Hey, you! Can't handle the heat? Well, neither can I. This is my story. How I became known as the one and only
Mega Melt, 'cause the whole damn world is frying. Mega Melt, my brain is liquefying. Mega Melt, they want me to stay hydrated. Mega Melt, but I ended up melting instead. The temperature rises higher, my body consumed by the fire. Disco Inferno drives me insane as the melt become my brain. Mega Melt, 'cause the whole damn world is frying. Mega Melt, my brain is liquefying. Mega Melt, they want me to stay hydrated. Mega Melt, but I ended up melting instead. My fan does not have any AC. Why you blow hotter on me? Capo seems to be chill AF. How the hell is he not in distress? Mega Melt, 'cause the whole damn world is frying. Mega Melt, my brain is liquefying. Mega Melt, they want me to stay hydrated. Mega Melt, but I ended up melting instead. Mega Melt.
And fairy dust where we lay our scene. Our hero lusts after a dragon-esque queen. He's neither vegan nor vegetarian. The people call him the phallic barbarian. And while his great powers cannot be ignored, well, they're not contingent on his ability to, brandish his sword. And so he embarks on the most thrilling quest to solve quite a big problem, it must be confessed. But that's not all as it seems. In fact, it's beyond his wildest dreams. He expects to be met with a cure for his dick, but lo and behold, he finds out it's a trick. In the mountains, our hero is far from lonely. In fact, he's crossed paths with the one and only Love Guru. The Love Guru possesses a mystical power to have our hero fighting fit within the hour.
There's probably a joke with a penis right there.
And so our hero continues on his way, returns to his homeland merry and gay. He returns to his parents after they've been away, and they confess they thought that they'd never see the day where their son, who has certainly has been around, finally finds love and settles down. The news of their union resounds through the town. Here's him in his suit and her in her gown. In fairy dust where we lay our scene, our hero is married his dragon-esque queen, and the whole world is certain now when the...
Hello there!
Hello.
Hello.
Hello there, intrepid audience. Welcome to the Halloween special of the Ebon Death. I am your Dungeon Master, Zepik the Wondrous, taking over for Geese Codex this week. And I am joined by all these lovely adventurers. Now, we will in due time get to the resolution of last week's episode with whatever happened to Corporius. But first, however... I would like to all cordially invite you. I have an invitation to read. Let me find it now. Is it my book? No. Let me ask the Omnihedron. I call it Greg. Greg, where did I put the invitations?
Omnihedron.
Greg? Oh. Okay. Last page. Okay. Ah, here we are. Here it is. I, Zepik the Wondrous, cordially invite you to attend a murder. I, Zepik, the Almighty, as mentioned before, will be hosting a murder mystery party at my home in my pocket dimension. You are all invited to attend this event and help solve the case of my untimely demise. We will start this evening with hors d'oeuvres and mingling, followed by a spectacular dinner prepared by my personal chef. After dinner, you will find me dead, and it will be upon you to determine whom amongst my guests is the murderer. I shall endeavour to play the best corpse I can, but you must excuse the occasional chortle as you stumble through my clues. Magically yours, Zepik the Wondrous.
Caparius. It was Caparius.
How dare you? I'm always happy in life.
My, we've hardly even
already
started, and
started
already they have begun to fight amongst themselves. Anyway, before we get to the magical murder mystery for my 400th birthday, who would like to tell us what happened last week?
We stood at a machine for 4 hours straight and put a bunch of shit in and laughed as more shit came out.
You did, and it was wonderful.
It was wonderful. And then I went in and then we stopped playing.
You did go in.
And now another week is gonna pass. Mr. DM.
Is that why you lost?
Got a McDonald's Happy Meal video game.
You did. You get. I believe it was a Tiger Electronics game.
We discovered a new type of Gershel as well, which was a pickled Gershel.
That's always concerning. If you're
You
Gershel,
You had a baby!
No,
Gesher, you had a baby!
I did not have a baby.
And I gave the baby life!
No, you stabbed pickled Gershel and killed
I
him.
opened him up.
Yeah.
And then he was alive?
No, he's dead.
No, he was
Well, he
alive.
was alive first.
And then he was dead.
Know that.
A pickled Gershel is always a concern. If your Gershel remains pickled for more than 4 hours, you should consult your nearest cleric.
We don't have a cleric.
Wrong
Basically,
campaign.
praise the pickle.
And this is why
So
you
we
should
go
get a
with that.
cleric. But of course,
Fine,
Moments.
I'll enter the priesthood.
as we open this week's episode, Corporeus steps out of the miracle murder machine, or whatever Geeks Codex call it, and before you all get a chance to take a look at him, the 7 of you are whisked away through a magical portal. No longer finding yourselves in the Cold Forge, you stand in front of a very fancy manor house, complete with a obnoxiously large wizard's tower attached to it. Thunder and lightning flashes, but then there's also rainbows and magical things. None of it makes sense, it doesn't need to, but the doors are wide open and look nice and warm and inviting.
Should we go in? Also, where are we?
Whoa. I mean, like,
A lot of questions, man.
do you know what? I have a lot of questions. You know about the invitation?
Did we
Does
get an
anyone-
invitation?
You all
I mean,
received
like,
the
it-
invitation.
It was like in our
Oh, yes.
minds and stuff. You know,
Yes.
this kind of stuff happens a lot
Oh.
in the world. You know, it's got to be open-minded. Hey.
Are the voices in your head speaking with the accents as well?
Yeah, all the
Oh
time.
my fucking
I mean, like, think about it like this. Is the voice in your head match the voice which you speak with?
No.
No.
Does it have an accent? If so, what is
No.
it? Oh well. Anyway, my
I think
question
in
was.
beautiful calligraphy.
My question was. What are hors d'oeuvres?
I think it's actually pronounced horse divorce.
What is a horse divorce?
You married a
It's when
horse,
mommy horse
Gersha.
and daddy horse don't love each other anymore, and it's your fault. And so they
okay.
stop seeing each other.
Aww.
I'm just gonna carry on counting my coins. I've learnt how to count now. I can get up to 3.
Oh, well done.
Very good.
You're very
But how
clever.
do
That
you
is
do
why I
it?
have my coin. Huh?
How do you count to 3? What finger do you start with?
You start with the first coin.
Oh, okay, so we didn't get to the fingers yet.
No,
Okay,
that's a bit complicated.
yeah.
Don't want to complicate things.
Which coin do you start with?
Shit, I forgot. God damn it, give me a sec.
Mr. Zepik, while this is happening, I would like to steal the coins.
Why are you looking at them counting? them?
Yes!
Roll a sleight of hand.
No disadvantage or nothing. I'm literally looking at them.
No,
You're confused because you don't know how to count.
roll sleight of hand.
Let me be in the right Discord.
Which pipe do you think is better? You think my regular corncob pipe is
14.
good, or what about my Gandalf pipe?
My passive perception is 19.
Quite like this
So
one.
It's quite fancy.
Unfortunately, Gershel will notice your attempts to take his I use both pipes. Will notice your attempts to take his gold, and as such, he sees you and you do not take them.
Aww.
Don't you touch my coins. I know what
That's
happens if you
every
take
coin
them.
that I want.
Do you know what? If you touch them, do you know how many coins I have? None.
I would like to touch the coins without stealing them. Just go and touch
Well,
the coins.
never mind. You can't touch them.
Can we please go inside?
Solga's got a point. I can get quite cold.
Please.
Good luck at you.
As you are chatting amongst yourselves, and M is attempting to steal Gershwell's coin directly in front of his eyes, a young man walks down the steps of the manor from the open doors to greet you as he tries to usher you into the house. Come on now. You are the last of our guests to arrive. Please, and come with me into the drawing room.
Kevlin, long time no see.
The young man looks at you and says, I do not know who this Kevin is. I'm sorry, you must be confused. My name is Diz.
Is this Kevlin?
What's your last name?
My name is my
Who
full
is
name
Diz?
is my full name is Diz Iberon.
Okay.
Not
Who
just
Diz?
That's disappointing.
Diz is
Are
not
you the
sure
host
how
of
to
our
correct
party?
No. I am not the host of this party. I am merely the apprentice to the great and wonderful Zepik. He's
I
a
see.
fantastic and powerful wizard. I hope to one day be exactly like him.
That's respectable.
And
That's
he
a career choice.
continues to gush about how wonderful and mighty the great and powerful Zepik is as he ushers you into the drawing room. And once you reach the drawing room, you are met with several other guests. There is a old woman amongst them. There is a younger woman, both of them human. There is also a very sickly-looking man who wears a long black robe. And finally, there is someone you do recognize. Stood over in the corner, not really mingling with anybody, eating away at a few hors d'oeuvres and keeping to himself, is
Horse divorce.
the horse divorce, is in fact Vitus Lani.
Interesting.
Vitus!
And
what is he doing
Vitus
there?
sees the seven of you enter and immediately sighs a deep sigh. Why are they here? He asks no one in particular.
Why are you here? I ask.
We got an invitation. Vitus.
Vitus, of course, brushes himself off and looks at the party and responds to Oscar first. I attend these little gatherings of Zepics at least once a year. At least I think they're once a year. He's never too sure when his actual birthday is. He just seems to throw these parties whenever he fancies, really. The food's good, though.
I like
That's. Surely we should get to experience that as well, though. Come on, like, the food's good.
And Vitus steps aside and gestures at the long dining table covered in platters of various foodstuffs for all manner of creature to enjoy. Some of them you recognize as standard tavern fare and the usual sorts of food you might make yourself. Others look more opulent and fancy, and others still look extremely inedible to most of you. You're not quite sure what some of these things are, but nevertheless, they are laid out amongst the other foods. Some of them still moving. That may or may not be appetizing to some of you, I don't know. But all manner of hors d'oeuvres have been prepared. And of course, drinks to go with them.
What kind of drinks do we have?
Oh,
Anything interesting looking?
everything from both sides of the fourth wall. You'll find everything from mead to various ales to 7-Up to Sprite. One lone can of Tango sits at the very end of the table.
think 7-Up and Sprite are basically the same thing.
The fourth wall. You mentioned it.
No, I didn't.
How do you know number 4?
Joshua, that's the one.
Thought you were up to 3.
4 is a number? I just know the fourth wall. Like,
Oh, no,
That's
don't let
not
me
a
confuse
number.
you.
That's a letter.
Vetus just.
right,
Yeah, wall is
anyway.
me.
C, D, 4, E, F.
Wall.
You don't
Yeah,
have that
so
in your
basically,
but-
no, I'm still learning that too. Anyway, point is, do you have Dr. Pepper?
No.
I'm a doctor.
Yes, you are, Sharid. He's a good doctor.
Do not
I-
feed him anything.
I pull out my bag of spicy berries and start feeding Kershaw.
No.
No, not those. Not those.
I'm a doctor and this is Pepper?
No.
He's not wrong.
Well, somebody
Sharid,
has to eat it. That's the
I mean,
rule.
you could eat it.
But I'm the doctor.
Yeah, and
You don't
doctors.
prescribe your own medicine. That would be bad.
I mean,
Sick?
A doctor who's sick still has to go to another doctor. Them's the rules.
Who was the first doctor? And where did he go when he was sick?
He died. There were no other doctors.
His trainee wasn't really up to expectations.
luckily he had 2 trainees, or else we'd never have any doctors and they'd all go extinct.
True.
Anyway, sorry, I completely was not interested in your name. Good sir who's showing us around. Where are we going?
Well, you were last speaking to Vetus, so Vetus is currently stood in front of you.
Well, Vetus.
Did you forget his name, dude? Come on.
No, not Vetus, his name. The guy who's like, who let us in and
Name
everything.
rhymes with nuts.
It doesn't rhyme with nuts.
Are you sure?
His name is
Oh
Diz.
yeah, I forgot it's Dish.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Dish.
Diz nuts.
Anyway, Vetus,
Yes,
are you enjoying yourself?
I was.
Why are you not now?
Oh, I've no idea. I couldn't possibly comprehend why I'm no longer having a good time, Gershaw.
You should get that checked out with Sharid. He's a good doctor, might
I
have to help you
prescribe
out.
spicy berries.
He does.
Please excuse me. I believe I need to take a trip to the bathroom. And Vetus
That's a
excuses
common
himself
symptom.
and begins to walk away from the party.
Can I follow him? I know he hates me because I overheard him saying mean things about me once.
I don't
So I
think
want
he
to follow
hates
him.
But yeah, you follow
I've
him.
heard it.
Alright, so M separates from the rest of the party and begins to follow Vetus. Until eventually, you follow Vetus through several corridors. This manor house seems much larger on the inside than what it's seen on the outside, but that's par for the course for a wizard's house. And eventually you see him enter into a room and close the door behind him. As you approach the door, you see a sign on the front of the door written in some sort of ancient sigil, but you can make it out with the multiple other languages underneath the sigils. It says men.
Okay. That's not mine then.
There's men in there.
One could assume.
I would like to wait at some point. I've never thought about what I have in my pants or what I don't have in my pants, so I'm just gonna wait around the corner until he comes out.
While you're waiting around the corner, you do notice that there are 2 other doors. As you walk past them, you notice that one
So
says
many doors.
one says women, another just says other.
I don't need to go to the loo though, that's the problem.
It's like signing up for Gmail.
Now you know where they are. We'll return to
Okay,
M
I
after
just-
Vetus
I
has done
just
his
wait.
business. So the rest of the party,
Yes.
what are you all up to?
I want to get myself the biggest pitcher of tomato juice I can find. Preferably with chunks.
You do that.
I would like to talk to Diz. Diz, what would you recommend? I mean, like, I'm not very cultured in this fine food selection you have here, and I'd like a recommendation. Don't let Sherry tell you anything because I don't trust what he feeds me after the spicy berry.
To which Diz responds to you very excitedly. Oh, you should definitely have the ale and try the lobster. It is Zepic's absolute favorite. It's the best meal that you could possibly get. If it's good enough for a fantastic wizard like Zepic, it's definitely good enough for you, sir.
You mentioned lobster.
Yes.
I'm half crustacean though. Oh no, sorry, that's celestial. Sorry, we went through this before. Right.
Is that legal?
Right, I can have that actually. That's fine. Show me the lobster. I'll come get some myself. I don't mind like taking it or whatever. Like, just show me where I can get it.
And he waves his hand, and a plate floats along the table towards you, and says, "Well, there's this one here, or there are several others. They're all fit for sale. It magically refills. Well, it's my job to refill them, but they magically refill. Just think of it that way, and I'll make sure to get around and continue to refill all the plates."
Did you you magic eat? Are you a warlock too?
No, I'm an apprentice wizard. I'm an apprentice under the great and powerful Zepic.
I mean,
teaching me everything he can. I have to answer his fan mail, press his capes, do the grocery shopping. You know, the things apprentices do.
I mean, Corporeus is kind of like an apprentice to Hammett.
Oh, are you? Are you an apprentice as well?
It's not what I would call myself. I mean, I'm on my own path, and I'm very much my own person. But you know, I do follow one, if you suppose.
Oh, we all have to do things as apprentices. What kind of shoe shine do you use for Bahamut's boots?
Divine one.
He just licks them.
I tried that once.
What the fuck?
The great and powerful Zepic was not very pleased with his boots after I'd done the licking. He much prefers the regular store-bought shoe shine.
Yeah, that's true, Vetus. Nobody likes a bootlicker.
That's Diz that's talking currently.
I meant Diz. Yep. What's your name again?
My name is Diz.
It rhymes with
Dizibra.
nuts.
No licking of dragon's toes though. Don't worry.
There's lots of chunks, I bet.
That's not the kind of chunks we like.
Chunks.
That's not the kind of chunks. Our chunks need to be more organic.
And that's why you wash the feet, so that the chunks are clean.
Could I please speak to Diz before this turns
While
into...
they are arguing about chunks and what have you, Zolgar, you turn to Diz.
Could you tell me a little bit more about each guest here? Apart from us, obviously.
Oh, of course, with pleasure. Let me. I presume you're already familiar with Vita Solani. I believe I've heard stories of each of you learning things from him. Oh, he's such a powerful and great wizard, isn't he? But he's not quite as powerful and great as Zepic, I must say. They trained together, don't you know?
Yeah.
Anyway, and he begins to point people out. The old woman over there in the corner, lovely woman, and she's Mrs. Owlbear. She's actually the elderly widow of our fantastic host, Zepic, his mentor, Ludolf Owlbear. She's essentially Zepic's godmother. Although she's only around 80 years old or so.
Excuse me, did you say widow of our hosts? Did our hosts...
No, widow of our hosts... what would the word be? Mentor,
Father?
godparent.
No.
Yeah,
Ludolf was many things to our host, so he thinks of Mrs. Owlbear as an adoptive mother.
Very well.
And he points out the other woman who's currently chatting with Mrs. Owlbear and says, and that over there is Kira. She's a very very sure, very hot-headed one. That one, fiery. Think she's some sort of adventurer. I'm not sure. I don't know Kira very well.
Was she invited?
Oh yeah, she was. Everyone here was invited.
Why?
Why? Oh,
Was she invited?
I don't really know. I presume the Zepik the Mighty probably knows why he invited everyone. I'm not entirely sure. I don't quite know why he invited you, but I'm just here to make sure all the guests are taken care of and refill the plates. So the plates are still full. Yes, the plates are still good.
What plates were magically refilled?
Yeah, yes. Think of them magically refilled. They're definitely not my job.
I think you made a mistake, though. I mean, like, surely you know who we are.
I know who you are. I don't know why you were invited.
Fair enough.
I'm not one to question my master's decision making, but yes, there haven't been many parties with people, well, this many people at least in many years. Oh, and finally, and he points over to the rather gaunt-looking man wearing the black robes and says, that man over there, that is, I believe his name's Pathos Gloombright. Was it Gloomblight? Gloombright? Gloomblight? I'm not sure, you'll have to ask him. But they both him and Zepik were at one point apprenticed together, I'm told. But not much else. I haven't seen him for many years. I'm not sure why he was invited either.
Very well.
Thank you very much, Diz.
No, you're very welcome. Now, I must go make sure that the plates are magically refilled. Yes.
True, sometimes magic messes up.
Yeah, definitely. And we flash back over to M, who stood outside of the bathroom as a...
No, not outside the men's room, just outside. I'm not that dumb, just a bit further.
Like round the corner from
so
it.
that he can't see me when he comes out of his van. Or maybe I should just be there, though. Yes, I'm gonna just stand outside the men's room like that.
Like, looking at the door.
Yeah.
So, after a moment, you hear footsteps walking towards the door, and the door opens, and Vetus is shocked to see you stood in front of the door. He goes, "Oh!"
I'm just like...
Hello, Em. Were you waiting for the bathroom? Okay, can I do anything for you?
I just stare at him.
No? Nice weather we're having.
Nothing. I'm just blind.
Well, lovely catching up with you. Pleasure as always. I'm just gonna head back now.
I don't say anything. Also, just not even like.
He just sort of scooches past you as he gets out the door and begins to walk back down the corridor, occasionally just glancing back to see if you're still like staring at him.
Oh, I am. I'm just standing like the twins in The Shining, just in the corridor and just staring at him. And after he disappeared, I walk back. With enough distance that he can see me if he turns around.
That he can see you?
He can, yes. I want him to see me. For once.
Okay. Every once in a while, he turns around and he looks back to see you and he just sort of shakes his head. You can see him shrugging occasionally, just more into himself. Oh, what on earth? And he just goes back to the drawing room and you watch as he grabs a snack from the table and just sort of stands in the corner, doing his best to, much like you do on the regular, and to try and hide.
I go to the opposite corner of the room and just stand in the corner and stare at him. I don't like it. Sorry, I'm not a fan of faces in general, so I really need to make him uncomfortable.
Oh, you're making him uncomfortable, but he continues just snacking away and...
Okay. I get all my ambers and all my leaves and I make a roll and I just keep staring at him.
Do the rest of us see this?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna go stand in the opposite corner and then stare at M in the exact same way.
What
I
are the rest of you
acknowledge
doing?
To go and speak to Vitas.
Good luck with that.
That might be a good idea. Poor man.
Yeah.
Alright. You approach Vitas.
Do you know any of the other guests here?
Vaguely. I haven't seen a few of them before. No idea who the woman over there is. But Pathos, I'm aware of him. We worked together once. It was wouldn't recommend it. More of a 4 out of 10 experience at best.
And where
It's
is
Albert
the
though.
guest?
She's a lovely woman. And if I catch any of you mistreating her tonight, I will be right on you for that. You don't start your shit with her.
And where is the guest of honor?
No, I have no idea. He's usually wants to make a grand entrance at some point. I'm sure he'll be along shortly.
Also, how did we get here?
Oh, of course. I'm guessing Zepik the Wondrous never bothered to give you the specific details. He hosts these parties occasionally. Time works different here. This is Zepik's own pocket dimension. He controls this entire dimension here. He will have picked you up from wherever you were at the time and transported you here, and you'll be transported back as soon as the party's over. Standard wizard fare. Although I have to imagine if the 7 of you are here, he's been watching your adventures. He must be a fan, I suppose. He has a tendency to do this. He'll pick random adventurers across Edis and follow their lives as if he was reading a book.
That's charming, I guess. Feels a bit weird.
Not sure I like that.
I mean, that's, like, not cool.
Has he tried reading The Phallic Barbarian instead?
Oh, probably. He's at least 400 years old, although if you ask me, that age is a lie. He must be at least twice that by now.
So, it's a really, 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 really old man watching us in the sky.
He's not in the sky, Gersh. You know what? Yes, fine. Yes, he's in the sky, Gershor. Whatever gets you through this.
Oh my god. This is a god party.
He's hardly a god. He's just a very powerful magic user. An eccentric one at that.
So,
they all are, aren't they?
Yeah.
Vitas looks to have taken some small offense to your suggestion that all magic users are eccentric, but he says nothing.
I mean, come on, like, Vitas is like, you're the most eccentric people I know. But...
I'm going to look turn to Caporius and say, has Gershor got dumber since we started this journey?
I walk over from across the room. It's the accent!
I don't know. I'd like to think he's grown as a person. He's just maybe not figured out the right direction yet.
Yeah, he's grown.
Yeah, he is pretty grown as a person.
Guys, you know, I'm right here. Like, I can hear all of this.
We know
He's
you're
a clone. Don't worry about him.
I mean, like, you might be right, but it doesn't mean I'm not hurt for those 10 minutes. Okay, guys, just, you know.
I pat Gersha on the head. It's okay.
Thanks, Caporius. Although, man, I forgot how rough your scales are.
I offered Gersha a consolidation berry. You know, just make him feel better.
No, I do not touch that. I do any berries that come from you right now. Unless I'm on death's door, not risking it.
I put it back in the pouch and go scour the table for more berries.
Anyway, Vitas, one serious question. Like,
Better savor it.
what was the one who was the one who apprenticed with Vitas? Not Vitas. Sorry, Zepik. That's the one.
His name's Pathos.
Oh, Pathos. Yeah.
Yeah, like you said, it wasn't a great experience. You worked with him.
Once upon a time, he's if I remember correctly, he's a necromancer. Although don't go bring that up with him. He's a bit touchy about stereotypes.
Charade.
What? I just like I look over with a mouthful of random berries.
Charade, you might get over here. They're talking about necromancy.
Berry?
The bad berry.
Alright, I run over. Like I have like 2 pockets full of berries.
Anyway, what specifically did you do with Pathos?
No, it was a long time ago, back in my sort of first year or so of working with John. Was sent to learn from Pathos, as John wanted me to experience the many different schools of wizardry. He had to deal with a situation similar to the situation you had to deal with involving the kobolds and the nightcrawlers, I believe it was. Only it involved a lot more death when working with Pathos. Although apparently that's just par for the course with him. Technically we fulfilled the task, but I had nightmares for weeks.
I think you're gonna get on with him quite well, Sharid. I don't know why. Just get a feeling. It's just a feeling.
Does he have berries?
I don't know. Does he have berries, Vitas?
Why don't you go and ask him?
That's a good idea.
At this point, you notice that the
I feel like that's a very
other
personal
guests
question.
just kind of like stops talking and just staring at the 7 of you as you've sort of grouped up in the room. Apart from M, who is still sat in the corner staring at Vitas.
Hello, everybody. We're doing.
You'll sort of wave. It's the old woman who approaches you, and she walks towards Corporeus, and just sort of starts doting on him, like, "Oh my, a dragonborn! Are you hungry, dear? Have you eaten well? Here, come try some of this." And she like starts getting like 3 or 4 plates. You're not quite sure how she's able to handle so many plates at once, but it's almost like a mother's ability where she just keeps handing you different plates of food. It's like, "Oh, eat some of this. Have some of these cookies there. I made these."
I'm gonna eat absolutely anything she pushes my way. I'm gonna eat as fast as I can to keep up with the supply. And while I'm eating, I'm just gonna go, "You're nice."
While you're eating, she starts to tell you, actually she's doting on you and giving you all these bits of food. She starts telling you stories about Zepik in his younger years. It's like, "Oh, I remember when Zepik was but a boy. He was such a handful all the time, and like he used to love these." And she hands you more various sweets.
You know what, though? All these stories would be more relatable, perhaps, if we actually met the man.
Oh, I'm sure he'll be along any time now. Like, you should have seen him when he was but a teenager. Oh, just so much energy, so full of life. It's a wonder to believe how old he is now. I can't believe it's his 400th birthday today, don't you know? And she just keeps giving you more and more food.
So it's a birthday party.
Oh my! Of course it's a birthday party.
Okay, interesting. Was that on the invite, guys? I don't remember that being on the invite.
I remember reading about horse divorce and there being a murder.
Oh yes, of course. He loves to do these fancy, over-the-top, extravagant parties of some theme or other whenever he has a birthday.
I see. So I don't know what I'm gonna ask. Does anyone want to tag in?
Is there anything to hang from on the roof?
Do you want to hang the lady off the roof?
No, I was just gonna hang from the roof.
Oh, you, okay.
Fanny Bat does his best Batman impression and hangs on the roof.
But I'm also drinking and eating.
Of course, it goes without saying.
Would you hang above the table for optimum access?
Funny, you actually find that there are actually like
Yeah.
slats in the roof, perfect and just the right width for you to like hook your feet in. So it's almost as if it was designed for you to hang from.
Oh damn.
Right, I'm gonna just go and talk to the Paphos guy. It's good to see you, Vitus.
And you, Gershaw.
Yeah, I think we're developing a rapport.
I turn around. I was just gonna say, I turn around to Caporius again and say maybe one of us should go with him. Just so he doesn't get us all killed.
Probably a good idea. If you want to do it, I'm food.
Hey, are you the guy who does the necromancy? Hello. Hi.
As you approach Pathos, he sort of groans at the mention of necromancy and looks away from you and says, No, that's... You're thinking about somebody else.
No, I don't mean anything bad by it. I'm just gonna say, like, my friend might be a fan of your work. Like, not in a creepy, weird way. Just, he does similar stuff. And, I want to say hi. Because, I don't really know anybody here apart from the party that I travel with. And Vitus.
Yes. Hello.
Hello, I'm Gershel, by the way. I heard your name is Paphos.
Yes. My name is Pathos Gloomblight.
Ah, it was Gloomblight. Cool.
Is that all?
No, I just wanted to get to know people here, and you know, are you talking to anybody right now? I don't see anybody.
I don't much like these parties. Prefer to spend my time in the crypt.
Fair enough.
Why do you come here then?
I haven't seen Zepik in many years. He invited me, so I decided I'd show up for a change.
We didn't have a choice.
No, I suppose you're not a practitioner of the arts then.
I'm a practitioner of the arts.
The arcane arts.
No, I haven't learned that one yet.
Thought so.
But I know, you know, like origami and stuff.
That's the crane arts.
Yes.
Yeah.
The arcane arts.
Yes. Who are you?
I'm Oscar. I'm a bard. In case you didn't notice.
Oh, a bard. I see.
But not like, you know, I'm not gonna try and pull anyone. I'm not like, you know, stereotypical bard. I'm just, you know, I'm just here for a good time.
Okay. Sounds great.
Yeah. Nice to meet you.
A pleasure, I'm sure.
You sure?
Good berries? Good berries or spicy berries?
No. Berries don't agree with me.
Are you sure?
Quite.
We don't
Are you
agree
sure
with
you're
you,
sure?
my berries.
You're entitled to your opinion.
Ooh,
should try
So are berries.
this here, this man here, you know, is with Shareed. He, you guys will get along, because, or might get along. I don't want to.
I heard that you were a fan of berries.
Not particularly. No.
Let me translate. Let me translate. So, he does this thing where he eats what's called a bad berry, and he goes all mysterious, and next people that are dead or things that were dead and now alive.
Don't know what you're talking about. These are good berries, though, and I offer I offer him a good berry.
He doesn't even reach out to take the good berries.
I start pushing it into his mouth slowly.
He just kind of stares off
Hospitality.
at you, and he just sort of knocks the berry out of his mouth. Says, and so you practice necromancy as well?
Well, I practice berrymancy.
And how
Do
have
you
you
practice?
employed the art of necromancy as of late?
I made a friend, and then I had to put it down.
Just the one?
Well, no. There were a couple.
Nah, let me tell you about about my recent escapades. I just recently conquered a small farming village with my army of thralls, and I'm quite excited about my plans on setting up a summer lair in that village. It's a very picturesque, great place to raise the dead.
Oh yeah? Well, do your thralls have names?
The first few did. At this point I have so many that it's not even worth naming them. Who has time to name all their thralls?
I do.
You must be either very busy or a very poor necromancer.
And
I might be poor, but I'm rich in spirit.
And these thralls, were they innocent by any chance?
Nah, it's neither here nor there. Who's really innocent? It's...
Berries.
I suppose berries can be innocent, but some of those berries are not innocent. You don't know what they've been up to.
Yes, I do.
I think I realise what Vitus was talking about now. With the 4 out of 10 experience.
Yep. Doesn't like berries.
Nah, Vitus Lani, what would he know about necromancy? Just because he's got the horns and looks like a demon doesn't mean he knows anything about the arcane arts, especially not necromancy. Not impressed.
I'm going to walk away before I make a mess.
Yeah. So, yeah, it was meeting you. I don't know. What do you say when it's not nice meeting somebody, but it's you meet them anyway. It's sort of just sort of a passive sort of
Just go away.
It is what it is.
It's okay to just walk away, whoever you are.
Understandable.
I told you my name and you ignored me, but that's fine.
Random.
I've already gone, by the way. You just kind of
Have a nice day.
Yeah,
No, don't.
Have day. Yeah.
Meanwhile, Caporius is still being fed by Mrs. Albert, who's
Yes. I wanna ask her. Have you been coming to these parties long? Then you seem quite at home, if you will.
Oh yes, of course. I've come to all of these parties. I've been looking after Zepik since he was but a child.
How have you been coming to these parties for 400 years?
Oh no, not 400 years. No. But I've been to every one of them.
But if he's 400 years, if you don't mind me asking, how old are you?
Roll a persuasion check for me.
With pleasure.
Nat one.
Then.
To which Miss Albert says, "Oh, I'm certainly not quite as old as as Zepik back then. No, much younger. But I've known him almost his entire life."
You're much younger, but you've
What?
known him almost his entire life.
And she starts handing Caporius more and more snacks, like chicken legs and
Oh yeah.
just party food at this point. Just like lots of sausage rolls and packs of crisps, chicken drumsticks. And he says, "Oh yeah, let me tell you about the times, multiple times, of course. That Zepik has accidentally travelled back in time. He's been right. Oh, the hijinks that he would get up to. Oh, the things he's turned the local populace into before. Oh, the cats. The cats became
course.
lions. What a...
It sounds like it's always something on these parties. Tell me what though. What's been your favourites?
Oh, it would have to be the time that he accidentally, mind you, accidentally turned an entire village into washing machines. Each and every one of them. He was trying to get out.
I think I've heard of that one.
He was
Is
trying to
that
get
the
out of
one
doing
from,
his
like-
own laundry, and I told him you have to use the wash bowl and the basin and you need to scrub properly, and he decided he would try and use the magic in an entire village, all washing machines overnight. We fixed it, of course, but... what a day that was.
I've heard that story. Is that the one that happened about 180 years ago?
Perhaps. Not entirely sure.
Okay. Interesting. I mean, I can imagine being a bit, unsure on some of the timings, given that it's been so long. Like that's
Timing? What was that, Sonny?
time, as to what happened
Rhymings.
when. Like if you've been alive for so many hundred years.
I don't do any of the rhymes. That's all the magic uses. I've never rhymed anything in my life. I can't even sing a note.
Hi, Caporius. Hello. Hello, person. Oh, I don't
This
know.
is Miss Adler. Miss Adler, this is our finest Gershaw.
Oh, aren't you just a strapping young man? Here, have a chicken drumstick.
No.
Oh, no, I insist.
sorry.
I insist. And she's like pushing it towards your face.
Is there...
Come on, have a little bit of the drumstick. Go on now.
I just wanna not insight check, like how strong, like just how strong is the push? Like is it like strong? Like what's going on?
Have you ever been force-fed food by a grandparent? Because it's insistent.
They don't need strength, they have the persuasion
Yes.
to make you eat.
Yeah.
Go on now, just have a little bit.
I sort of like.
You look so skinny.
Tell you
You're
what.
all skin and bones.
Tell you what,
Get
I'll
yourself
do you a
some of
bargain.
this.
I'll
Go and have a cookie as well.
I'd say I'll have the cookie. No, that I will. I'll have the cookie. Oh, you got me there.
Oh,
I'll say
hey, have the cookie.
You got a cookie.
And at this point, then now, Mrs. Albert is now actually just feeding both Gershaw and Caporius as she just keeps taking plates off the table. This is running back and forth in the background.
Specifically to hold 4 cookies at once, doesn't that cookie?
This is running back and forth in the background, restocking plates as Miss Albert keeps handing food to the two of you and telling you stories about Zepik in his younger years.
So, how old is Zepik again?
Oh, what do you say? It's a 400th-year-old birthday party, I believe. 400 today.
Fair. You seem to know a lot about him. I mean, like what's the deal? Like,
Oh,
his mum.
poor thing. He lost his parents at a very young age, and my husband, God's rest his soul. He's passed away some years ago now, but he took Zepik in. He was apprenticed alongside his father, and both of them skilled magic users, and they taught Zepik everything they possibly could, and we've cared for him his entire life ever since.
Right.
Go on, have another cookie.
You must have quite a lot of stories yourself. I just like munching on like cookies.
Oh, not really. I'm a simple woman at heart. Sometimes I'm pulled into the hijinks of my late husband, and sometimes whatever Zepik's gotten up to, but no, I enjoy baking. Baking's my passion.
What was your late husband's name?
Ludolf.
Ludolf.
Ludolf,
Very
yes.
nice.
Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer.
Oh, that's what we used to call him.
Yes, Gersha?
How old is she?
What?
How old is she?
I don't know. Can't figure it out. She talks a lot. But I think old, like turtles old.
That's pretty old. How old are you? Are you turtles old? We need to know.
I have no idea what you're saying. What do turtles hold? I don't think they hold anything. I've never seen a turtle holding anything. Maybe they hold rocks. They look like they could possibly hold rocks. If they were swimming, turtles are the ones that swim, don't they? It's tortoises that can't.
We'll never know, Caporius. We'll never know.
While this is happening, I'm gonna be going around just poke on a guest, and then just offer them a good berry, and then walk away.
So bear in mind, there's only 5 guests that aren't you.
I am going to poke all of them and offer a good berry.
So Diz is running back and
The
forth.
old lady.
The old lady, Mrs. Alba, is currently chatting to and feeding Caporius and Gershaw. Vitus is sort of just still sat in the corner you left him in, staring at him from the other corner. Pathos is doing his best now to avoid any of you after the interaction he's just had. And finally, there is the young woman that none of you have spoken to, whom you approach and sort of poke.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I've got...
And I just offer her a good berry.
Kira turns around, and this is the first time you've actually gotten a good look at her close-up, and you see that she's this beautiful high elf woman, and she's wearing dark leather. That's her entire getup, is just edgelord dark leather. And she's surprised to see you approaching her and trying to hand her a good berry, and she sort of looks at you bewildered for a moment and takes the good berry and thanks you. Like, oh, thank you, and begins to eat it.
It's good. It's a good berry.
I noticed.
Well, have a good day.
And you?
And then I'm just gonna keep going to all the rest of the guests. I'll circle back around once I've gone through and given every guest a good berry.
You get similar reactions from most of them, apart from Pathos, who eventually takes it from you just so that you'll leave him alone. Yes,
Did I...
No, do your thing. Practice.
Did I manage to feed Lady Adler a good berry too?
Mrs. Albert did not have a chance to take the berry. She took it, but it vanished into a pocket somewhere. You never saw it. It just vanished. She continued talking and feeding Caporius and Gershaw. Didn't at all stop to chat. In fact, she's starting to grab things now to push towards you as she continues to tell stories about Zephyr in his younger years.
I sneak past after putting the good berry in her hand, and I make my way back round.
So I'm just checking chat separately. Right, oh, it's getting very warm in this beard. Yes,
Vitus is boring. I'm just gonna put it out there. I'm bored. So he's just. I want to talk to the pretty lady.
Vitus does watch as you stop staring at him and move on to do something else. And
yeah, just suddenly though, okay.
You do catch from the corner of your eye just and go. Just relax visibly.
I'll get back to that. Yeah, that's fine. No, I just want to sit next to the lady, the elf lady, Kira. Kira?
Yep, Kira. So you approach Kira, and she gives you a smile, and sort of regards you for a moment before asking, "Hello, hi, I'm Kira. Who are you?" Love it. Fantastic name. How are you?
Nice. Good.
And she nods at you. Good, good.
Why are you here?
I was invited
By who?
by Zepic.
How'd you know him?
Is that how you want to ask that?
Why? I'm gonna ask why she's invited.
Oh well, just, why? You know, he throws these parties. I guess sometimes some of us get invited to them. I suppose that's why. It looks nice. It's been a while since I've been here.
Really? I've never been here before.
Oh, first
This
time.
is my first time here.
Oh, it's
Yes.
usually a very nice sort of affair. The food's very nice. I used to like having food here quite regularly. Just, you know, it's been a while.
Is it as good as in the Elven Kingdom?
Oh, definitely. You should go look specifically for the elven foods. They keep it stocked pretty well. The Zepic's pantry, he'll have you believe that it's all magical, but he goes out of his way to order in specific foods. And you can see, and she chuckles a little bit and points out Ditz and says, yeah, he keeps an apprentice on a short leaf. He's been restocking that entire time, that table the entire time that Miss Alba's been talking.
I like your outfit.
And she sort of looks down at all the black leather and buckles and straps and says, yes, Prince, I like your outfit too.
Thank you. Do you like listening to 9-inch crossbow bolts?
Listening to? I've bet them.
You what?
Oh yeah. They're great.
Would you? Yes, I like them.
I'll
Where did you travel from?
Oh, yeah. No, I was out on doing some work and got the invitation, and now I'm here, and yeah, I'll probably be going back to work after this. Like, it's not really. Don't worry about it. What about you? Where did you come from?
I worry about you already. How can I not?
It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Do you do a dangerous work?
She looks around and says, "Don't we all?"
I don't know.
What about you? Where
Don't
did
we
you
all?
come from? Where were you
Where
before
did
the
I
invitation?
go is the big question.
I'm sure you must have been up to something rather impressive and exciting if you were called upon by Zepic. He does like to watch adventurers. I know about that.
Really?
Oh, he's quite the fan of whoever's doing the most interesting, impressive feats of the day. Remember a few years ago, he was a big fan of John. John was all the rage back then.
I know John.
Oh, you do?
I know John.
Oh, you'll
and
have
his
to.
friend. And I point at Vitus.
Oh yes, I've met Vitus before. He's a bit of a stick in the mud, that one. A bit too serious for my liking.
Boring.
Yes. Like, he's very boring.
Yes, I found someone else that agrees. Yes.
He's got none of the flair for magic that Zepic has. He's all too dour.
Yeah, he's boring. I've heard him say mean things about me. I wanted to stab him.
Oh, I'm sure he doesn't really mean it. He might be boring. He's not a bad person, though.
It's not bad, it's just annoying and boring.
Oh, yeah, it's very, very boring.
Hey, we should hang out sometimes.
Oh, sure, definitely, yeah. Maybe I'll catch you out there somewhere after the party's over. Might be a thing, who knows?
Yes, I agree. Also, don't accept any berries. They do things to you.
What,
As M mentions that, I was like peeking behind them the whole time, and I just like offered 2 berries onto the table again.
Are they good berries?
Yeah.
Standard?
Yep.
Yep. Kira's just gonna take one and she eats it happily. Like,
Anything happens to her?
nope.
They're good berries.
Okay.
Just regular good berries. It's like I used to have a druid friend who did the whole good berry thing. They're a bit of an acquired taste, but you know, reminds me of past adventures.
What? You had a good berry friend?
Oh, yeah, it's a fairly common spell from what I understand. At least that's what the druids tell me.
You are a good person. I can tell.
Yeah, she's great. She's my new friend.
Yeah, well, good person. We'll go with that. Sounds good.
Only good people like good berries. This is known.
Yeah. I guess.
Okay, bye. And I go back to finding more good berry targets.
You've now given a
they-
good berry to everyone at the party, by the way.
Perfect.
Did they have sambuca at the thing? At the table to drink?
Oh, there's all manner of beverages.
I'm gonna get a glass of sambuca and get one from my new friend.
And the two of you begin to drink and hang out. What are the rest of you up to?
I need to try and escape this woman. I'm gonna actually explode. Please. No more.
I'm just sort of like sitting in the corner, kind of terrified of people right now, and I'm having a look at the duck game.
Okay, duck game. What did we say the rules were? Roll me a d20 and add. How many times did you play it once, haven't you?
Yeah, this is my first.
Alright, so roll a d20 plus 1.
11.
11. That's not going to be enough to get you the high score, unfortunately, but you have
Not.
appeared on the leaderboard at number 10.
Yay! I put my name in as Oscar.
It's only 3 letters available.
I put my name in as OTB, Oscar the Bard.
That is logged.
Yay.
Caporius, you eventually stopped being fed by Mrs. Albert as she begins to sit with you and Gershaw and hands you both a lovely cup of tea.
Oh, just what I needed. Warm liquids to flush all the... Oh.
Hey,
Woman, what are you doing to me?
do you have, like, 2 more of those cookies?
And, of course, she hands you 2 more of those cookies.
Alright. Sogra! Cookie!
I just kind of wave you off because I'm
Okay, I'll
not
meet in the
completely sure about this general situation. I'd like to I'd like to approach Sharid and be like, it's really weird that we haven't seen the guest of honor yet.
I fed everybody here, so I'm the winner.
I'm gonna go and sit in the corner with the eaters.
I'm gonna...
Alright,
I'm gonna
so Biz
okay.
leaves to go check on Zepik. And a moment later, you hear a blood-curdling scream. Everyone moves quickly to the study, where, as you follow the other guests towards the source of the scream, you find Diz standing near a large wooden desk piled high with scrolls and artifacts. Seated, with his body slumped over the desk, is Zepik. Diz looks to you all and exclaims, "He's dead. Like, for real, I think." M?
Can I open him up?
Diz looks at you and says, I don't think you should be cutting him up.
Okay, we have a medical professional on hand. So, Sharid, take it away.
No. I am vetoing that. No. We have an actual situation here. Let's have a look at it from a distance. A safe,
Can I look at it
no hands-on
from
distance.
the safe distance of right beside him.
Is there any weapons around?
Okay,
the
so
body, if you will.
Zepic's study is lived in and well used, filled with books, keepsakes, knickknacks, magical and mundane, and decorative items. Standing in the entrance, you will notice several things that might be worth looking into. A desk on the left side of the room with Zepic's body splayed over it. A very large painting of Zepic behind the desk, winking as he points double finger guns. As an actual painting. A suit of armour standing in the left corner of the room, nearest to the party. A painting just to the left of the entrance, depicting the tower, which is attached, of course, to this entire manor house. A large porcelain vase just to the right of the entrance, with a handful of staffs stuffed into it. It appears to be a staff holder. A large worn chest in the furthest left corner. The far wall is covered with filled bookcases. There is an old rug that covers most of the floor in the middle of the room. There is a large fish tank, which sits against the right wall. 2 wingback chairs rest on either side of the fish tank, angled towards each other. And a large chandelier hangs from the centre of the ceiling.
Guys, does anyone see anything like around the body? I just like, is he actually dead? Dead? Like this? Like how do you know he's dead?
I mean, this music is a bit of a giveaway.
Is anyone here smart enough to
No.
discover the cause of death?
I'm a doctor.
I could if they let me.
Let me and my assistant M go check on this patient.
Literally
Please.
anyone else, please, no.
We need to save him.
He's dead. You're holding a
How do
knife.
you know?
Unfortunately, my medicine skill isn't that high, so...
Ours is super high, isn't it, Sharid?
Yep, of course. The highest.
Yes.
So what are you doing?
Inspecting the body.
Alright, so...
With my favorite assistant.
As you approach, there is, of course, the body of Zepic slumped over the desk. How are you planning to investigate him?
I don't know. Check his pulse, check if he's breathing. Put a good berry beside his nose.
Checking for a pulse and his breathing, you find that he is 100% for real dead.
Okay. Can I check for any wounds?
Alright, so before that, M.
I wanna kind of investigate around on the desk.
Okay, we can...
Drawers and things, so later,
Yeah,
yes.
do that in a second. As you lift Zephic's body to sit him upright in his chair, you reveal a beautifully carved gemstone on the desk. It's about the size of a fist, and almost entirely black, except for a faint purple glow that originates deep inside the stone.
Can I put a good berry on top of this gemstone?
You can. Roll for me. Roll me an Arcana check, Sharid.
I can't see it. 10.
10.
Could I make that better if I cast a, like, I don't know. Actually, no, I don't have this spell on me, never mind.
I could cast the guidance to help out with that. I am a helpful boy. Can I do that? And I go, yeah, boy, I don't trust you, but you're the best we got, so go for it.
Well, we're already past the roll on that one, so unfortunately, Shareed, you've no idea what this stone is.
Well, I meant to spell magic on it anyways.
Alright, so M is looking at the desk. The desk. Alright, so previously, Zepic's corpse was sprawled across the top of the desk. Now, it's moved, it allows you to see more of the desk. So until Shreed moved him, Zepic's right arm was tucked under his body, but his left arm stretches out towards a strange artifact on his desk. It appears to be a clockwork songbird.
Did you say song?
Songbird, yes.
I look at it in awe, and it just, it just looks to me like it's beckoning. For, I don't know, song.
So yeah, can I inspect the clock thing or the gem? Either without touching the gem, the clock thing potentially.
You're entirely unsure as to the purpose of the clockwork songbird. You do, however, I'll let you do a check on the gem. Can you roll for you, an investigation check, please?
Yeah. $18.
So, looking at this gem a bit further after you've sort of moved the good berry off of it that Shreed placed on there.
I pocket the good berry back.
Yeah. This investigation check will allow you to sort of get an idea of this being a necromantic magical item made to trap and hold a person's soul.
Okay. It doesn't look anything like when we had the fight over the gems that didn't exist, right? It's not like the Dormaris.
No, this looks to be a different brand of gem.
Okay, went to TK Maxx and got a different gem.
Yes,
I'm gonna tell Shareed that it's a gem to trap someone's soul inside. And I think his soul might still be in there.
Maybe I shouldn't have dispelled the magic.
How much do you think the gem is worth, Shareed?
I'm gonna go on a limb and say approximately 17 tiddlywinks.
I'm gonna have to remove the hair and beard. It's too hot.
One down.
I'm caving first.
One down. Sad.
The first one.
Your face is so red.
Oh my god.
It's so hot. Oh my god.
I thought it at first.
Oh man, worth it. Whew. The cloak's nice though, keeping the cloak on.
Of course.
Yeah. So, 17,000 tiddlybit?
No.
Is that the currency of your people?
Well, I'd say 17, not 17,000.
Oh,
but
17.
Yep.
Is that a lot?
Well, it's less than it could be, but more than it might.
Right, so first of all, Ish, did you see anybody come into this room prior to the party, or what's been going on?
Who are you talking to?
Diz. He was in the room.
Diz is currently in shock and takes him a moment. He's suddenly very warm and lost his concentration for a moment there as he looks at you and says, no, I don't remember seeing anybody enter or leave Zepic's study other than Zepic himself.
Huh. Okay. Why did you come in here?
I came in here to check on the mighty Zepic to see what he was getting up to and when he'd be joining us for the party. Or at least to find out if the murder mystery was meant to begin. He's not supposed to be actually dead.
I guess it has
did say that.
Haha.
But yes, he is dead, and he shouldn't be. Not for real.
Okay, well, listen. We might not seem smart, but we will get to the bottom of this.
Diz does not look convinced.
The people that are not us, did they come with us in the room?
Yeah, they're all sort of stood now, like sort of filing out of the room a bit and just sort of looking in. None of them have appear to have gone anywhere. They're all sort of stood in the corridor outside the study now.
Okay, what's their reaction to the event? Is there anything that we can see how they're acting up? They all knew this guy. We're the only ones that didn't know him.
Mm-hmm. I thought there was. At the very least, I'm pretty sure that Mrs. Owlbear is currently close to fainting, just sort of overacting like, oh no, and being looked after now by Kira. I don't think I've got information on any of the others. They're all kind of just in shock at this point. I have nothing else to tell you on that front. No one's really done anything yet, at least for me to comment on.
Everyone's still there, though.
Everyone's still there, yes.
All 5 of them?
Yes.
Was it 5 and Diz?
No, it's 5 including Diz. So
okay.
It's Diz, Vitus, Pathos, Kira, and Mrs. Halbert. So Diz is in the room with you. The other 4 are now stood outside of the door looking in.
Guys?
No further questions, Your Honor. For now.
I have an idea.
Yes?
I think he's a fish.
There is the rest of the room to look at, by the way. Just...
Yeah. I'm gonna go to the fish tank.
The fish tank. He told me to read the fish tank out. Now, why is the fish tank not listed in all the things in this room? The desk, the body, other items. Where is the fish tank? Aha! Can you roll for me an investigation check, please?
Ooh, nat 20.
All right. And so, a investigation check reveals that the stand the tank rests on is very rickety, and a good thump would cause it to come crashing down.
Does that mean I should thump it?
That doesn't mean anything, it's just... that is some information you now have.
Is there any fish in the fish tank?
Yes, the fish has several exotic fish inside.
I'm gonna put my face against the glass and look at any of the fish.
They
And see if they,
immediately swim as far away from you in the tank that they can get from wherever you're currently pushing your beak against the glass.
I'm gonna put a good berry in the tank.
It floats on the top of the water.
Okay. I'm just gonna wait and watch the fish.
Alright, so as you're watching the fish, Solgar, what are you doing?
The rug.
The rug?
Does it have anything like?
Is it moving?
Does it have anything on top of it, or would it be easy to like pull?
I believe it would. Once I've found the rug on this list. Can you roll for me a history check?
Shit.
But there is nothing on the rug. It just ties the room together.
Yeah. Kind of want to see what's underneath it. Hey, you got 2.
So as far as you're concerned, yep, it's a rug. Nothing really special about it. And after, shifting it around and having a look, there's nothing underneath it. It is just a rug. It looks pretty old.
Okay.
Let's now give Caporius a chance to do some investigating of his own. What do you?
I want to check out the armor, the suit of armor that's just standing there, perfectly fit to house a body, or not a body.
Okay, can you roll for me an investigation check, please?
I sure can. I am very good at that. Bear with that. Typewriter. 16.
16. Perfect. So as you inspect this suit of armor, you find that the joints all appear to be fused, and just through some residual arcana there, you're not overly familiar with it, but there seems to be a hint of transmutation magic still on the armor.
Would that be what would have fused it?
You think possibly, yeah.
Is the head open, or does it have like one of those little window thingies?
It is all sealed shut. You can see through the visor of the armor, and it is empty.
Can I open the visor?
No.
Or is that shut?
It also appears to be fused like every other joint of it.
Okay, I'm gonna pretend like I'm doing important things while I look at it. Just... But that's kind of all that I could think of then.
Alright. Did I mention that one, or does that be discovered? I don't know if I said it. It doesn't appear to be on the first list that I have, but there is an entire section for it. I just want to point out, as well as on the desk, there is a wand and glass display case.
On the desk.
On the desk, I spotted an error in this particular. Maybe I just didn't read it all properly. No, it doesn't mention the wand and display case, but it gives it its own section in the investigation. So that should have been mentioned earlier as well.
Okay.
Gershaw, what would you like to do?
I would like to I guess you said he was on a chair?
Zepik? Yes, he is now propped up on a chair after Shireen moved the body.
I would like to look around the chair. I'm just gonna, guys, like, do you mind not stepping everywhere? I'd like to look at see if there's any like obvious like footprints or anything like that, or anything that might have been moved or whatever.
You
and I want to have a
see
look around.
no obvious footprints or signs of a disturbance at all.
Can I look around the surrounding like walls or bookshelves or whatever and see if there's any marks on the floor or anything?
Alright, so as you walk towards the bookshelves are filled with various books, such as old school spell books, an introduction to card tricks, comic books, and the art of dual-wielding wands. Some of the shelves also have a few display items. Most notably, there is a painted clay souvenir tokens from all the major cities of the Sword Coast, a collection of small jade figurines, and oh, this is where it's meant to be, and a porcelain wand on a wood pedestal protected by a glass cover. There doesn't seem to be any order to where the books are stuffed or where the items are placed. Can you roll an investigation check for me, please?
Of course, it's terrible. $15.
15. Alright, so while searching on the bookshelves, or searching the books on the shelves, sorry, or just looking at all the various books and shaking them about, causes a slip of paper to fall out of a leather-bound tome titled Advanced Studies in Necromancy, with some text on the inside cover stating that the book is meant for use at Mayala's School for Aspiring Wizards. The slip of paper is a magically etched image of two wizards. The etching is clearly of a much younger Zepik and Pathos. They look to be fellow apprentices at the School for Wizards. Zepik is seen holding up a trophy naming him #1 best at magic, in all caps, while Pathos seems to sulk in the background.
Guys, I just had a thought, right? He's dead. And we have not one, but 2 necromancers. What are we doing right now?
I don't like where you're going with this.
Avoiding the wrath of God, one step at a time.
Like, I mean, like, we're not very good at investigating. What is that? What is
I'm very
like
good
bring him
at
back for a little bit now? Just ask him.
Gershaw, do you know what the ceiling is made of? Trick question doesn't matter. Rocks can fall from the sky no matter where you are.
That's a good point. I have a feeling though that maybe, right now, this is jumping to conclusions a little bit, but I just read this book. This is a pretty good book, and well, I say read it. I sort of looked at it, the pictures. Luckily, it's a picture book, and I understand pictures. But there's a Zepik here, and he's like really happy and stuff.
No,
and,
it's not in the book. It fell out of the book. It's an etching.
Oh, it's a piece of paper.
Book. Yeah.
I was reading this lovely piece of paper that fell out of this book, which was also really good. And on the piece of paper, it has. It looks like like this dude. He's dead, but he's not dead, and he's.
So the rest of you, as Gershaw holds up the image, which way are you holding the etching?
Not that, like.
Alright, so you all see the same picture. It's more like Polaroid sized.
Oh.
Yeah. As Gershaw shows it to you by turning it around and then turning it back to himself, the rest of you see that there's another image on the back. Whoever's currently closest to Gershaw will see on the back an inscription that says, "Me and Roger, 65. The etching depicts a man the players will know as Pathos, as an incredibly skinny individual.
Roger,
Gershon.
hey?
Yep. And Gershaw, as you are also looking at the book that the etching fell from, you will see that it is a textbook of spells. And the inside cover bears the name Roger Pastrani. The textbook, like all textbooks, has extensive notes in the margins. What's peculiar is that there are two sets of notes, one in a neat, organised hand, and another in a much more flamboyant and messy style that you recognise as Zepic's handwriting. It's clear that the second set of notes were written over and comment upon the first set. Can you roll another investigation check for me, please?
One.
Yeah, you can't read.
Thank you for pointing out my obvious flaw. I'm just going to hand this to someone else. Does anyone else mind looking at this and reading it aloud?
Are you rolling for investigation? Is that what you're rolling?
That's what he was rolling for, that he failed on.
Okay.
Can anyone else read this aloud, please?
Yes.
I can read it. I can read everything. Kepper.
Okay, I'm just going to put it out and I'll close my eyes. Anyone who takes it first, takes it first.
You want it?
Sure. I grab the thing. And I read the thing.
Alright, Boris, roll a investigation check for me.
Six.
Alright, so you, much like Gershaw, have difficulty reading this book. You do see that the inside cover also bears the name Roger Pastrani, and that there are multiple sets of notes in here, one in a clearer handwriting than the other. But that's about it.
Okay, I hand it to him instead.
Can I check?
You can roll an investigation check for me, please.
It's a 10, but it's a proficiency, so it's automatically 14.
Alright, so you read through the book as well, seeing the same name on the inside cover of Roger Pastrani. Further investigation of this tome shows that one spell has some extensive notes. The spell entry for Magic Jar is particularly dense with underlines and crossed out musings, the most prominent of which is double underlined in all caps, reminder, get Roger to explain how the hell this spell works. Hashtag charm person.
Charm person. I pointed out to Caporius and asked if he knows how to make magic marmalade, because apparently Zepic wasn't really sure.
You what?
You make magic marmalade, Caporius?
I mean, if it's chunky, I can make it work, I guess. Won't be pretty.
Would you put it in a chunky magic jar or just a normal magic jar?
I mean, you could even put it in a normal jar. The chunks speak for themselves, really.
And the chunks magic.
I've never known chunks to be magic. I mean, they're magic to us, but we just read chunks. I'm very confused what you're asking of me.
You do you, buddy. And I show him the notes on the thing of the magic jar and asking Roger about how the charm person spell works.
Yeah.
Is that it?
So while you and Caporius are sort of conversing and poring over this book, Fanny Boss, you find yourself particularly sort of drawn towards these jade figurines that are on the bookshelf. Can you roll a investigation check for me, please?
I'll try.
Can you? Do you need help? What do you need?
D20 plus 1.
What do you need?
D20 plus 1.
Plus 1.
Yeah.
21.
Wow.
And not 20! Well done, funny bat.
That's because I'm Batman.
He's Batman. He's observant. So you'll notice that of all the jade figurines, one figure in particular, the chicken, hasn't gathered any dust and doesn't appear to have any of the wear and tear that the other figurines do. You don't understand how. You're not usually a very magically adept person, but your intuition as Edis's greatest detective and vigilante, you realize that the chicken figurine is magical, while the others are not. I can't tell you that bit. You sense that there is some sort of activation word or phrase that needs to be said. But you now have a jade chicken on your person.
I'll relay the information, but upside down.
Yes.
Also want to try the words, I'm Batman.
Unfortunately, that is not the phrase.
Are you whispering to the chicken? I'm Batman.
I don't know if there's a way that you guys would know to say this phrase. Bearing in mind, I'm using a slightly adapted module from the guys that make Penny Arcade. So it's kind of a game reference. I'll give you that much, Granola. It's a particular phrase from. There's also a meme from a game from a few years ago.
The cake is a lie.
Nope, not that one.
It's delicious and moist.
No, it is chicken related.
That could have been chicken related.
Delicious and moist depends how much you cook it.
That's not the phrase. Anyway, moving on from Fanny Boss, Oscar, what are you up to? Other than painting.
And being
muted. And still being muted.
Apologies. Hello. I am sort of distracted. I didn't really get a chance to really play with the things that I made in the Cold Forge, and I just attempt to make some sounds with the theremin daggers.
Alright, you are currently making some music with the theremin daggers.
Just, adding a soundtrack to the whole thing.
Indeed.
It's kind of not really music. It's more noise right now, just because I'm trying to get, a feel for it. It's a different sort of feeling under my fingers than the traditional theremin was, and I had really only started to get used to that. Yeah. I could make some sounds that are definitely not Sharid making sounds with the automaton, just to demonstrate, I could or I could not, that's fine.
Well, I didn't get that. Am I supposed to do something?
No, it's all G. That's me trying to make some sort of sound. I whispered to Sharid, "Thank you."
Okay, so alongside the Clockwork Songbird on the desk, the rest of you have had a chance to sort of look at the desk now, and you find there are several other items on the desk. There is a small framed picture of Volo crying happily while holding a small purplish pink bear in green spot with green spots. Very strange framed picture. Various spell components and flasks of alchemical solutions. A small empty gilt cage with the door hanging open. Adamantium manacles. And personalized stationery, pen and inkwell. All say Zepik the Wondrous, all written in fancy text across the top of the stationery.
What did you say the cage was made
stationery?
Gilt, like gilded, like a
Right.
gold cage, small gold cage.
Okay.
And to remind you of things, if you've not been writing it down, the stuff you haven't investigated yet includes the wand and glass display case, and surprisingly, the body. Like,
Can I
not
can
for
I look
medicine
at the
reasons.
calligraphy stuff?
You're gonna pocket the personalized stationery.
Yeah, like I'm kind of missing my calligraphy stuff because I turned it into a
Alright.
video game.
You now have a set of personalized stationery that originally belonged to Zepik the Wondrous.
Fuck yeah, this is gonna be worth millions in a few years.
There was also the portrait and an old trunk, I believe.
Fanny Bat. What are you looking at over there?
Chicken.
Chickens.
Yeah, fair.
I'm just gonna stare at it a little bit. It's like at the statue.
Do you want to say something to it?
Nah, I hate the way chickens look at me, like they know what I've done.
That's fair enough. Don't need any more fried chicken.
I would like to investigate the chest.
Alright, in which case, roll for me a investigation check.
I was thinking you were gonna say Dex saving throw then.
Oh shit.
Three.
You
I
know,
would like to use my inspiration.
go for it.
It's probably not going to be much better. One.
You notice nothing unusual about this trunk at all.
Can I pick it up and
Yeah, it's like bit to
shake out
pick
the
up.
contents? But I'm odd.
I mean, no, it's too big to actually pick up.
Put down my calligraphy supplies and go and look at the trunk too.
Roll an investigation check.
Will do. Give me one sec. Ah, Roly Boys is gone. Ah. Four.
Rolls absolutely terrible.
We're really trying.
Yeah.
You also notice nothing unusual about the chest. Or, sorry, the trunk.
Understandable.
I mean, it's
Can I
currently
check it
it's
out?
currently closed. Sorry, Em.
Can I check it out?
Yeah, what are you doing?
Check the trunk out and see what the fuss is all about.
All right, roll
Whose
investigation.
trunk
for
are
me.
you checking out?
What?
Whose trunk are you checking out?
The one that you failed that check out?
Fair.
In fact,
I still
roll,
think you should ask first.
roll investigation for me with advantage.
It's a 10, but automatically 14.
All right, so as you walk over to investigate the trunk, which is currently closed, luckily it's still closed. As you realise that the trunk is actually trapped. You figure if you used your thieves' tools, you might be able to disable the trap on this trunk.
I thought you meant the trunk was in a trap and we had to save the trunk.
The trunk itself is trapped.
Okay, I will try to disable the trap then.
Alright, so roll a dexterity check for me. So,
Saving
not a
throw?
saving throw, just a regular dex check. So d20 plus your dex modifier.
Shame. 23.
That will successfully disable the trap.
What's the trap?
Okay, so opening the trunk very carefully. Now you managed to disable the trigger to this trap. And you find, within the trunk, are a whole bunch of doves. Looking carefully, you can see that if you had opened the trunk without disabling the trap, it would have caused a spring-loaded trigger that would have launched the doves, and they would have taken flight and probably filled the room and been quite chaotic. Can't imagine that it would have done much damage or hurt or anything, but
Yeah, that's a bit of a silly trap.
but at least now you're at least satisfied with the thought that the room won't be covered, especially you won't be covered in various scattered feathers and the inevitable dove poop that would have
Yeah.
happened.
I call towards Sheridan and claim to have saved this kind of slaughter.
I look over and give a thumbs up as I go grab the songbird and shove it inside the cage, and then close the door, and then pat the top of the cage.
So you have the clockwork songbird.
Yep, putting it inside the open cage.
Putting it inside the cage, you hear the clockwork songbird start to chirp. Password.
Roger Dodger.
The Dexter, no, it's a game. Dexter, the ginger kid with his annoying sister. No, wasn't that the dreams? Never mind.
But the clockwork songbird continues to ask you for a password.
I just keep saying Roger plus various things that rhyme with it.
None of those seem to do anything.
I'll say Zepik is the best.
The tiny songbird suddenly springs to life. That was a very lucky guess. It
It was calculated.
It flaps its little copper wings and flits effortlessly to your raised finger. You can hear miniature gears whirring as it cocks its head to look at you. Record or playback? It asks.
Playback.
The little beak opens and Zepik's voice fills the room. Dear diary, today I filled Calvin's favourite scroll tube with hog shit from that hog that's been sick. I can't wait to see his face when he... Hold on, what's this? Look, Bert! It's a package from Roger! What a surprise! I've always liked that... Ah! And the playback ends.
Alright.
That's not very helpful.
Everybody heard that, right?
I mean, that's pretty helpful. That's
Yeah. And the guys outside heard that too, right?
So outside, they're not really hearing much. Mrs. Albert has fainted. But the rest of them are just kind of mulling around, sort of waiting for the seven of you to finish your investigation of the study.
I shrug and I say, record.
It's not asking you for anything at the minute, nothing happens.
Oh. Alright, well I put it in the cage.
I want to check out the paintings, and I want to cast light near them to see if anything might show up.
Alright, so the portrait, which is of Zepik, finger guns and winking as a giant portrait. Do a investigation check for me, please.
$16.
16. You see that there are actually hidden hinges on this portrait.
Interesting. On the side of them.
Yes.
Em, come look at this.
Oh. I was gonna finish checking on the trunk first because I opened it and then the doves were done.
Yeah, there's,
yes,
that's
please
it.
do.
There's just doves in the trunk. It's a trunk of doves.
Oh, is that a thing? In English?
There are a
To have
few.
a trunk of doves.
There are a few hints here to some of the hobbies that Zephyr may have.
Birds, trapping birds. That's creepy.
It's magic. Like it's close-up magic.
In fact,
imagining.
just as a freebie there, while you're messing around with things on the desk before you went to the trunk, you find the adamantium manacles or handcuffs that are on the desk, and after a quick mess around with them, you find that they are actually trick manacles and can be opened very easily once a person knows where the release is.
Is it some BDSM thing that he's listening to?
Oh.
I don't know.
It's close-up magic. It goes. Poof, birds.
Oh, so he doesn't tie himself up and then releases to do stuff with the birds. Okay, I'll come and check the painting then. Yes.
I don't think Emma's ever seen a magic show. Or,
I don't think so.
Or is aware of
steal the handcuffs,
magicians
though?
that aren't actually magical.
Can
Yeah,
I
you
steal
now
the
have a pair of
handcuffs?
trick manacles.
Kinky. Yay.
Look at that. There's like little door bits on this painting.
A door cook. Door clook.
No.
You think it would be quite
No.
easy to move the portrait that's on hinges.
So it's like to move across the. Yes. Can I check that out? Do I need to roll?
No, so now that you know where the hinges are, you kind of just jimmy the portrait slightly to start it moving, and it opens like a door would swing open. And behind it reveals a smaller portrait. This smaller portrait happens to be... What is the description for this here? It's a boudoir portrait of a...
I was right!
of a young elven woman.
Is it my new friend?
It looks very similar.
What's a boudoir painting?
It's one of those ones you might get from Wizard Hub.
Oh, it's a naughty painting. Nice.
But that's all you find behind the portrait.
I check that the handcuffs are still in my pocket.
They are.
Good.
The only place was here, Kappa.
No, I think the only thing... Surprisingly, I think the only thing you haven't checked specifically is his body. Like, not for medicinal purposes, but
Yeah.
the purpose that M would normally check bodies.
So can we
Yeah.
check the chandelier?
You haven't checked the chandelier either.
No, I'm joking. Someone check the body.
You wanna swing from...
As you say that, those of you that
I-
have inspected, or at least looked at the chandelier for any length of time, will notice that it is actually bolted in place and cannot be moved or swung from.
Oh, sad.
That's actually written into this adventure.
Oh, no.
I'm not making this up.
Yeah. But yeah,
I want to swing from the chandelier.
You can't?
I wouldn't mind checking the body.
Alright, so checking the body, you find
Pockets first.
you find on the body of Zephyr a deck of cards, which are all revealed to be trick cards and marked. You find 2 doves, 1 up each sleeve.
What kind of dove are they?
Are they alive?
They're alive. They're quite happy. They were just hanging out in his sleeves. You find a single old worn terracotta card, the traitor. Tarot-ka? I know it's meant to be tarot cards, but it's another in-universe version. So yeah, it's Tarot-ka card, which is the traitor, stuffed in his front right pocket. Various spell components in his belt pouches, and 2 wands in hip holsters. That's right, he has hip holsters for his wands.
Pretty baller.
I wanna check the card. Does he have any money?
He does not have any money on him.
Aww.
Boring. So I need to remember that I've got kinky handcuffs, kinky magic handcuffs.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I would check the card out, please.
Okay, so I think you've got pretty much everything you can get from this room. Again, the card is just the traitor card. There's no other information for it. But I think you've got pretty much everything out of this room now, as far as investigation goes. So we're going to take a short break before we come back to continue our murder mystery. So we'll be back in about 5 minutes or so. Let me be right back, screen.
See you in a second.
That's alright.
Don't forget you can do the drop in chat.
Briggy, just so we don't lose too much time with it in the actual session, I want to have a look around for some magic items, potentially, or one in particular. Just because she mentioned he had a bunch of trinkets and stuff lying around.
So, sorry, what are you searching for?
A little silver gauge, not a golden one, sadly enough.
I have nothing here for a little silver cage, unfortunately.
Sad. Okay, that's fine.
I mean, there is that cage that I put the bird in.
Sorry, there was also the wand and glass display case that no one's looked at, but we can get to that later. I think maybe I've tipped my hand there and telling you you've got all the information you need.
We'll have a look later. I'll be right back.
Alright. Has anyone in chat figured it out? I'm sure someone must have figured this out. Or maybe someone must know which module this is that I grabbed off of the internet, which is free, by the way, to run for your own friends. Actually, let me just confirm this. This is, for anyone interested in running this themselves, this is How Not to Host a Murder, which is a free, not really an adventure. It's a 2-hour adventure for woefully unprepared 7th level characters, so we are running this quite overpowered. But it's actually this is just mostly the Dungeon Master notes from PAX East 2016. This is an adventure written by Mike Krolick, who is one of the 2 mage guys from Penny Arcade, you know, the webcomic and PAX and all that. I believe Mike is Tycho. But they've done quite a lot of D&D stuff before, and so this is available for free. It's not available for resale because it's a free download, and you get this from DM Guild. There is a lot of like background information stuff in it and notes and things to run this. I've just tailored it to rename the main character, who should have been Elminster, but instead I replaced it with Zepik, my own. And also, Vetus doesn't show up in the notes, obviously, because he's one of my characters, but I thought I'd throw him into the guests at the party. And they've done more than half of it now. It's only meant to be a 2-hour adventure, but it's also meant for people that play a lot more D&D and know a lot more like investigatory things to do. And assuming no one is listening from the party, I think they're all gone for now. But the phrase for the Jade Chicken, its activation phrase, is "At least I have chicken." As in the Leroy Jenkins meme. I don't know if anyone's going to say that, but I was hoping at some point maybe it might get said. I might give them some granola on that one at some point in the future. But that's actually finding bosses to keep, like after the adventure. So is Epic dead for good? No, not at all. Did you actually figure it out like 20 minutes ago, Mark, or not? Did you ever play Zweihander? No, I did not play Zweihander. I'm aware of it. I haven't gotten around to it. And Zepik is not dead for bad either. Zepik is very much my own character that I don't like run in things. Zepik is technically this evening's Dungeon Master, not me. But I shall also be right back, as I need to beverage. Especially because I wasn't able to like drink for the first half of the session because of that damn beard.
You look so angry.
No, you.
Is everyone gone?
Yeah, I think so.
No one is entertaining chat. Can they hear us?
Maybe? Chat, can you hear us? Hello?
Hear us, Major Chat. Maybe not?
Did we just unmute the stream for a second? Here it is.
Oh yeah, we can. No, we can't hear you. No, we can't. They're taking the
Okay.
piss.
That's okay, we don't want them to hear us anyway. People.
Yes, they can hear us. I just checked on stream. And we muted.
No, you're not
Streamer,
muted.
you're muted.
No, we're not muted. This is so much fun, by the way.
It's been really weird because I was going to run the session as normal, and then like yesterday I was like, oh, what if I do like an actual murder mystery, like run a set like a pre-built adventure and do it in a pocket dimension. So I've not had time to really prepare this. So if it's good, that's good.
Yeah.
Because
It's
this
fun,
could
I've
easily
never-
have not been good.
Has anyone ever been to a dinner mystery thing?
No, but
No.
I have
So now we have.
yes, one hosted by me. How are you guys feeling about the mystery? Have you figured any of it out yet?
I mean, I feel like all clues are pointing towards the old grumpy dude, which makes me feel it's not the old grumpy dude.
Yeah.
So no.
Make sure you collect up all your evidence.
And the handcuffs.
The evidence is going to be very useful. You can't just go accusing people without evidence.
I mean,
I mean, you could.
you could have been good for a while.
But it's not going to solve the mystery.
That's like what we did with the dwarf in episode 1. We accused him, didn't have evidence. Turns out Cactus was right. And we solved the mystery.
Cactus already got away with random guesses for passwords.
It wasn't random. I heard you say that before.
Tea. Oh, get your tea.
It was calculated.
It's calculated.
Batman with the chamomile tea.
Oh, your camera is off, Cactus. Is that to hide the fact that you have unmasked?
I admit nothing.
Shame.
Your voice sounds
can't
awfully
approve
clear, as if it's no longer being obstructed.
If the stream is not on, you cannot prove anything.
Alright, I'll allow it. Mostly because Schlee's done the
Oh, yeah,
same thing.
losing.
Schlee's taking her teeth out so she can drink. But she's like, does that still get inspiration even without the teeth? I was like, no! So now she's gonna go put the teeth back in.
No.
It's like,
Yeah, I
wow, you
can't
guys
do with the
really
mask
want that
on.
inspiration, don't you?
Yes.
It's about winning, not
like
about the
heroin.
inspiration, you know?
I was like, I'll do the beard for the entire episode. Could not.
Yes, you should.
But yeah, I was gonna do the beard for the whole episode, but my god, it was too hot. Did you see how red I was?
Yeah.
I was melting in that.
Yeah.
You warm? You okay?
I'm never wearing it again. I got my money's worth out of that.
Yeah. And you can always reuse it.
Yeah. Just I can't see me wearing it for a very long time in the future. I don't know if it was obvious, but I had my face mask on underneath it as well.
Your.
Yeah, my actual face mask.
Oh, right. No.
Yeah, because I was like, I don't trust this thing. I don't want to eat synthetic fibers. I don't want to get cancer from this cheap party beard.
Yeah, okay.
So I put my face mask on over, like under the beard. Yes, Jeff, it is useful for Santa Claus cosplay, as it is technically a Santa beard. Go on Amazon, look for a wizard beard, all sold out because of Halloween. Look for a Santa beard, find the exact same beard. in stock. I have some new music lined up for the next part of this mystery as well.
Ooh, exciting.
I'm hoping someone's going to get the reference. I know for sure that Shlee will get the reference. Like, it's video game music. I know she's played it, so I know she'll get it. But I don't know if everyone else has got experience with this.
See?
But it's very thematic. It is not a Homestar Runner reference, Rick.
Alright.
Alright.
Are we still on mic, by the way, to the
We
stream?
are, yes.
No.
Yeah.
Right. Just saying earlier, right? Jeff, I have a bone to pick with you. You put earlier that Gershow's only wearing a headband. Fucking excuse me. I have not only a leather jacket and arm braces, but I also have this lovely tunic right here, which you can't really see too well because it's quite dark. But it's
Also, we're not
it's
on
quite long.
stream, camera-wise.
goes like all the way down here. Like, fucking excuse me.
Narrator, he was showing his body.
And yet he's not on camera.
Subscribers only tier 3.
Yes,
excuse me, stop running.
if you subscribe to our Patreon, Patreon members will get to see a full body shot of Gershaw in his outfit.
A boudoir portrait of
A
Gersha.
boudoir portrait of Gershaw.
Oh, and I can hide coins in my headband. That's right.
Whoa.
Gersha blinked.
Oh man, that's right.
Describe it to us, Mart. No.
Tier 3 subscribers to the Only Monks get to see the Fat Barbarian. Yeah.
that is where Jeff is technically correct in that it's only a headband.
Yep. no headband even.
I have some questions.
We don't have any answers.
Oh man, I was having a go at Jeff because he made a comment earlier saying that I was only wearing a headband, and I wanted to correct him on that. And then it led on to the idea of an Oni monks.
I think that's three questions, but I'm literally dressed up as Batman.
So we got Batman, Solid Snake, and then
What, Solid Snake?
well, medieval time travel Solid Snake,
I'll take that.
Solid Gersha.
Solid Gersh.
I look like Zuko from Avatar, so just with teeth.
Zuko from
I can see that actually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it doubles up as a Solid and Zuko cosplay.
Oh.
Yeah, I think.
Where everyone is blue.
No, not that Avatar.
No,
the good one.
Avatar, Secret Tunnel Avatar.
Secret tunnel. Secret tunnel.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop the biggest shit post in chat. Please acknowledge me. Just give me 1 second.
Which one?
In Twitch chat. I need to finish the final word. Alright. Mart asked me to describe how Gershaw looks right now.
What?
Oh, fuck's sake! You absolute bastards.
Wow. Fucking wow.
Everyone's asking for the continuation of the story. Here it is, episode 3.
Mods.
They are the mods. Well, we are the mods. Oh my god.
We are the
Yes.
mods.
I need an adult. I am an adult.
Hello. What the hell have I missed?
Good.
Oh,
Have you
it's all
considered
gone
writing a
out of
book?
hand.
Have I what?
Considered writing a book?
The Adventures of Gershaw and Capo.
Yeah. And then I can make a
no.
podcast. My cactus.
Why is it
God, no,
Gershaw
no,
and
no,
Capo? That makes the goddamn it.
Why did you just say Capo?
Get the fuck!
Are we prepared to return to the adventure at hand?
I mean, before that, I just want to advertise the fact that there is an audiobook out there of the entire first chapter.
Somewhere.
In Italian.
You want to translate to Italian too?
Oh my god.
That's for tier 3 subscribers only.
Yeah, I only did the English dub, sorry.
Alright, I'm gonna bring us back on screen. We're back! We return to our...
Oh no.
Okay, so before the break, you guys have acquired various bits and pieces of evidence. Now, Diz has taken the other guests back to the drawing room, and as you leave the study, Zepic's body still...
Whoa, what's this?
Zepic's body's still on, sat at his desk. You see the assembled guests, all sort of stood around. Kira looks quite shocked. Mrs. Owlbear has fainted. Are Em and Batman okay?
You fucking wankers.
Oh, am I just not looking at more to explain?
No, it's
Please go on, Briggy. Ignore. What is this?
Stop making me laugh, my teeth will fall out. Oh shit! Yes! This is great.
I thought you'd recognize it. Okay, so the party with your evidence. In this room are Diz, Kira, Mrs. Owlbear, and Pathos, as well as Vitas Lani. You have your evidence. Feel free to question the guests.
I want to talk to Kira.
Alright.
So, how are you holding up?
Kira is still in a state of shock at the seemingly permanent and very real death of Zepic. After she's had a moment to collect her thoughts, she says to you, I don't want to make any assumptions without any evidence, but I can only assume that someone here in this room is acting as an agent of the Kelban Blackstaff. And she explains that Zepic was always talking about how jealous Kelban was of him, and she will probably remain suspicious of the party members, of all of you, until she can figure out who the real murderer is. She's
suspicious of us.
She's mostly suspicious of you, Clearly you know how this particular trade works. You seem to be kitted out, wearing the same manner of clothes that she is. She's definitely side-eyeing you suspiciously as a potential murderer. She herself tells you that she has no reason to have murdered Zepik, but that you definitely carry the air of an agent.
I'm just gonna put it out there. Are you seeing anyone right now?
And she says, not anymore.
Not anymore. Oh no, sorry to hear that. But you and Zepik close that way.
Roll a persuasion check for me, please.
I feel like that's a yes.
Yes. But that's not one of my proficiencies. Oh fuck. It's charisma, which I clearly lack.
You say so.
19.
19. Eventually it becomes clear as you talk to Kira about this that Zepik and Kira were at one point in a relationship. Well, it became clear that Zepik wanted more from the relationship than Kira did, and they eventually ended things on a sad but sweet note.
Amicable way.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you talk more and more to Kira as you sort of throw questions in there, sort of alongside general chatting, doing your best to get some more information from her, and your persuasion is very, very good roll on that. And you find that Kira herself was recently hired to kill a famous adventurer. She won't say much about the job, except that the adventurer in question has made some powerful enemies. And she doesn't believe that killing him will be especially hard. Yeah, so I'll let you go with that information.
Okay.
There might be more information if you ask more questions.
A powerful adventurer. Is the powerful adventurer invited to the party?
And she laughs it off and says, "Of course not. There's not any of the party that I'm here to kill. I'll be returning to my job as soon as all this is worked out. I had assumed after the party that, as per usual, Zepik would return me to where I was previously, out in the world. Things may have gotten slightly more complicated with his death. Roll a insight check for me."
Oh yeah, lads, how are we gonna get home? Or like to wherever we're going? How are we gonna get back to the Cold Forge?
7.
Beat is here.
So
Magic.
you your insight gives you an inkling that there's more to this story, although she seems to be unwilling to reveal any further details about it. So you're not.
Yeah. That's okay. We can chat later.
Yeah.
Do I get the vibe that this lady's into like more, let's say, vintage people?
Sorry, say that again.
Vintage people? Because the guy was like 400.
Oh, Zepik looks very good for his age.
Oh,
It's
okay.
all part of the, the being a wizard. He looks only maybe in his mid-30s. It's just the long hair and beard that makes him look older than he really is. But he's it's got its perks being a wizard. Longevity is one of them.
Am I sensing a vibe that I could get a shot?
There's some interest. You're
Okay. I'll take that.
maybe wrong time, wrong place, but it's not out of the question.
She got murdered, but okay.
Yeah, maybe not. Maybe be a bit of a social faux pas to try right now, but you're sensing it's not off the books.
Where's my notes? Okay.
maybe make a note about Kira for future.
I have already. It's my new friend. Redcon that. Potential crush. I want a hero forge now. Okay, I think I've got what I kinda could get. Just
Okay.
the Kelvin Black stuff. She said, yeah.
Yes, Kelvin Blackstaff.
which is a stuff of someone named Kelvin.
No, that's the full name. Kelvin Blackstaff.
Okay, because
Yeah.
that was gonna be my next question, but I didn't want to look dumb, so I thought I'd check with the DM
That's
first.
fine.
Okay.
So while you're questioning Kira, I'll move over to somebody else.
Yeah.
Caporius. That feels like a smart move to make.
Oh
Before
boy.
I ask you what you're up to, I just want to double check with the party. What evidence do you have on you? What have you taken from the room? From the study?
We've got that picture, the magic picture thing, which I found in the book.
Which is clearly a picture of Pathos and Zepik together.
And it shows that Paphos doesn't really like Zepik because Zepik is better at stuff than him.
That's a vibe that you get. What else do you guys have on you?
There's the bird thing with the recording.
Cherie does have the Clockwork Songbird.
Yep.
I have the calligraphy set.
Is there anything else that you took from the study?
The handcuffs.
And the manacles, yes, you have the manacles.
And the chimpkin.
And the jade chicken, yes.
The traitor card.
And the traitor card.
Trader card, yes.
I'd say with all the evidence we have a 33.3% recurring, of course, chance of solving this mystery.
And I think if we take the spell book with us too, we'll make that up to 50-60% chance. You know, soul jar.
The magic marmalade thing.
Perfect. Okay, so Caporius, what are you up to?
I feel like I don't really know enough what I'm doing yet, so I'm gonna go check that my newest, oldest friend, see what I did there, is okay, and offer her a snack. Let's see what
Alright,
she's
so
doing.
the poor old lady, Mrs. Albert, has fainted. Can you roll a medicine check for me?
Yes.
Is she like alive or?
She's alive, she's fainted.
So what is this? 8.
An 8, that's not going to be high enough for you to wake her, unfortunately.
Is she like... Wait, no, she just passed out. She's not
she's,
dying.
She's fainted from the shock of seeing the dead body of her godson.
I mean, can I just smack a glass of water on her, though? It's a magical table. All the food's there.
That still won't make her... it won't bring her around, unfortunately.
You guys are waterboarding the rogue. And I was like, old lady.
I mean, I just like the idea of like Caporius still going over, noticing that she's fainted, and just being like, "Here, have a biscuit."
So while Caporius is you know
getting revenge,
being nice and looking after Mrs. Alba, Solgra, what are you up to?
I don't know. Firstly, I'm wondering if Washarid is okay.
Someone throw water at him.
Okay, he's moving. Okay, we're good. I would like to speak to...
Looks so good.
I would like to speak to, like, just have an open session about who we think it might be, and...
Emergency meeting.
Yes!
This is my specialty. I'm gonna do the signal call.
Any sauce?
Anti-sus.
I feel like...
Attention!
Anti-sus.
I feel
Right.
like all our evidence kind of points towards what's his name?
Paphos.
Pathos.
I'd agree. Can anyone cast some sort of illusion so we can have like a courtroom, please? And can someone call Paphos to the stand?
I will do you
I
one
can
better. I'll
cast,
cast a prestidigitation and just a little wooden table appears, and that's all.
I
just
can
like
cast
Dutchman.
the terrain thing, but make the terrain courtroom.
This is starting to be like the community episode of Law and Order.
I'll allow it.
Right.
Nice.
Okay. Bring in the suspect.
And this, I mean, is like, what?
Bring
I don't want to be
in
he
the suspect.
cracks and says, I was supposed to be the pretend murderer for the party. And he shows you a skull and crossbones bottle. He says, it's fake poison. You're meant to discover this on me, revealing me to be the killer. And
I said, bring in the. You're not the suspect.
And he goes, oh, thank God.
Well, they give me that bottle.
And he hands you the bottle with the skull and crossbones on it.
I take a tiny sip.
It tastes somewhat sweet. You think it's sugar water?
Cool. I did that because I'm immune to poison. Just to clarify. Remember, everybody? Remember when walked through a cloud of barium? Fine. Remember when I was standing next to the literal bacteria of hell? Somehow fine. Right. Anyway.
We knew because, if he was sensitive to barium, it'd kill him. It'd bury him.
Yeah, quite literally. Anyway, the suspect I was said about this was Paphos.
And Paphos just kind of spits. Says, oh, give over. He's probably faking it. He'll reveal himself soon enough. He always was a drama queen.
He is officially been announced dead. By.
You're also not actually denying it.
Yeah.
Denying
can you just stand
what?
over there,
He's
please?
Putting it all on.
Right.
Making it a
there.
big deal. I should never have come to one of these parties.
No. Stand there. Stand there.
And he stands wherever you want him to stand and just sighs heavily.
Right. Now, we're going to start the cross-examination phase. Now,
evidence 1.
Exhibit A.
Indeed.
Objection.
Not yet.
I mean,
not yet.
It is the objection theme.
Yeah. Right. So first of all, we know you have a motive.
What motive?
This picture right here, which I found with my superior investigation skills. Totally not just flying out of a book I was running looking at. Don't say anything about that. But if you look at it closely, you will see a picture of a thing, a dead person here, and you there. And you know what? We found out from this. We found out that you don't really like him that much because he's better at magic than you, and you know it.
That's hardly evidence to me being a killer. That was taken so many centuries ago.
So this is you.
Yes. Everyone here.
Then Paphos is not your real name.
Yes, it is.
It's not. It's Jordan.
Roger.
Roger. This is really lame recursion, by the way. Okay.
What did you call him?
Jordan. So you so Jordan / Roger is your name, right?
Fine. My name is Roger. Don't bring it up. This is just prejudice right here. Just because I'm a necromancer, everyone looks at me as if, oh, you killed someone in this room. No, I didn't do anything. It's there any proof that any necromancy was involved?
No.
Yes.
What proof have you got that I did anything?
Gershon, shut up! Stop talking! Evidence 2! Caporius, bring the book!
Yes, I bring. Which book?
The one with the magic spells that has the notation, that has the soul jar, that lets us know that we had Roger's handwriting in it.
Jesus. Book. Take the book.
I take the book. Here we have on page 69 evidence that our host did not know how to use the soul jar spell, and that you are in full knowledge of how to use it.
And what's that got to do with anything?
Because evidence 3, you sent him a package in the mail with a soul jar in it.
No, I didn't. What proof do you have?
And I pull out the verb.
And the Clockwork Songbird says, play or record.
Play.
And it plays back the audio recording of Zepik making his diary. As it plays the recording, Shareed, make a either persuasion, intimidation, or deception check for me.
Persuasion. Wait. Oh no, my charisma is so bad. Oh dear.
When you do someone that can help.
Make it with advantage.
Alright.
For presenting all the evidence.
Maybe I should have like capos.
You're running in party chat.
Oh, sorry. It was a 13 though.
And, did anyone... Actually, it doesn't matter. Okay, so you got a 13. And he says, What does that even prove? Like, what are you getting at?
It proves that our host opened up a package from you with your name on it, containing a jar and perhaps this necromantic gem that was left on the table that can suck souls.
What gem?
There's
It's
a
about this
purple gem on
time
the
that
table.
the 7 of you realize that you've all left the gem on the table in the study.
Well, we can't touch it, it would suck our soul out.
And
Not that we have much soul left, I think, at this point. But
what makes you think that?
I don't know, it looks scary and soul related.
Em?
I'd like to pose a question to the suspect, Your Honor.
I don't know who Your Honor is being directed at.
I don't know, Gersh. I think he was just talking a lot.
Continue.
Yes,
I will allow it.
Thanks, Your Honor. Mr. Roger, what can you tell us about the Kelvin Black stuff? Staff. Is it a staff?
Kelvin Blackstaff is just a minor league sorcerer. Thinks he's all this and that. He's not even as good as Zepik, let alone as good as I am. He's always been jealous. Yeah, it was probably him that did this. If it even is a real murder. I still maintain that Zepik's just faking. Trying to be a drama queen.
Who is this Kelvin?
You know what? Why don't we let's reason with this, Mr. Pathos. I don't think that you're the killer, but I think that you can help us find the real killer.
I told you it's probably not even real.
I think it's real, but I don't think that you caused it. Can you help us inspect this necromantic item on the desk, and perhaps find a way to get his soul back?
I'm gonna give you a bit of granola because you guys were so close and then you started drifting away now. Someone go and get the gem.
I'll
I go get the gem.
I'll go and get the evidence object in question as the honor.
The jury, take 5.
Alright, I'll go and... Oh man, Jess, can you just point me where the study is again? I kind of forgot.
It's like the room that you just came out of.
Yeah, I kind of forgot.
This leads you back to the study, which
Thank
is
you,
literally like 15 feet from the door of the drawing room that you were in.
Alright, haha! I just opened the door in a Grand Rodzy way, trying to catch somebody, trying to take the gem. It's like, whoa!
And you don't see anything like that at all.
Alright, well, I'll go over to the gem and I'll pick it up.
Alright, as you pick up the gem, you hear faint whispers. You can't quite make out what any of them are.
Okay, I think we might have another Bucky situation here. Don't worry, I'm not going to try and carve a face with you two. But, I'll guess on a head back. Mission complete. Rest in rip, by the way. It's epic.
So you head back into the drawing room carrying the gem.
Alright, here is the gem.
To which Pathos says, That's not necromantic. Here, let me have a look at that.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. From a distance.
Like, either show me the gem or don't show me the gem. I really couldn't care less.
Alright. I'll show you the gem, but I'm keeping a close eye on you. And trust me, buddy, I'm quicker than I'll look.
And he takes the gem from your hands. And as he does, with villainous laughter, he begins to say, That sham artist, Zepik, wouldn't be anyone if it weren't for me. When we were apprentices together, he copied my notes, and I'm pretty sure he even stole my spell books. His fame has always been unearned, and it's time he paid the price. Killing's too good for him, and too easily remedied by a quick trip to the nearest temple. So yes, I trapped Zepik's soul with the very spell that he was never able to properly learn. And I would have gotten away with it too, had it not been for you meddling adventurers. And he...
Objection!
Whilst holding the gem...
What's to object?
Arms the actual self.
Before you're able to do that, he begins to cast a teleportation spell. And
I have to spell magic. Is that can I use that?
You can, but bear with me. Where's the text for this now? This would have been something that happened if any of you had tried any sort of teleportation or leaving. It appears that whatever he's trying to do in terms of teleporting is not working. And you hear him grumble, "Oh, screw you, Zepik!" And it's at this point that Diz will exclaim over-enthusiastically from behind the party, "Ha! Zepik locked this dimension so that you have to have this key to teleport out, or leave through the front... oops." And he holds up a key chained around his neck, and Pathos looks directly at it. And
you do realize, like, I'm like punching, like going to punch him right now.
We haven't got into initiative yet. Let the scene play out, goddammit. Enjoy the Halloween pageantry or enjoy nothing at all. Roll for initiative, motherfucker.
Everyone or just
everyone?
Just yeah, boy.
Also, Briggy, did you get my DM? Is very important.
What's your initiative?
21.
That you did exactly that during that entire confrontation.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
I rolled a nat one.
Snevin.
5. Oh, it's +5. Yours. Russell got 18. Do you want to swap? Do you want the nat one instead?
No. Oh yeah, let's go for sword.
Okay, so you got 18.
All right. That's what we got. Gershot with a 9, Kaporis with a 21, Em with a 6, Shareed with a 7. Em, which one is you and which one is Fanny Boss?
Fanny Boss is second one, 18.
Fanny Boss is 18, M is a 6. Cool. Still waiting on Solgra.
No, you're not.
No, that's there.
I rolled a 20.
Sorry. It's for me. It's appearing above the new line. Solgra with a 20 and Oscar with a 10. Cool. So first thing that's going to happen is Pathos is going to. Damn it! I read this earlier. Now I don't know where it went. I'll summarize. Pathos under his robes pulls 5 bones and throws them to the ground as he dashes towards Diz to try and grab the key. So, as his turn ends, you will see these 5 bones begin to reanimate into spooky, scary skeletons.
Very thought sends shivers down my spine.
They do indeed. Up next, before Caporius' turn, Kira is.
Love of my life.
I knew it.
Kira is going to make a lunging stab towards Caporius.
You bitch.
No!
I can kill you
love
for
of
that.
my life! Yes!
You'll actually die. Okay, what do I do?
So she's going to attack you.
She involved.
And so she's going to hit you. It's going to be from behind as well with a sneak attack.
Okay.
So she is going to do.
Did we heal going into this, by the way, or do we just have our HP from before?
For this pocket dimension, you are on full HP.
Oh.
But don't just make a note of it. Don't do a long rest because you'll be back to what you were when you return to the real world.
Cool.
When you go back to the Cold Forge. So for this episode only, you're on fully restored. So just make a note that you're at full HP. So Kira's going to do what's that? 9 plus. She's going to do 25 damage to you as she stabs you in the back, Caporius.
Can I react to that?
I suppose so.
Yeah, I'm gonna go and kind of turn around and go, you fucking stabbed me in the back, and I'm gonna cast a level 5 Hellish Rebuke. I don't give a shit. She's gonna die.
Before you before you have a chance to cast Hellish Rebuke, just in those intervening seconds, as you say, how dare you, she just responds with, it's not personal, it's just business. And you...
Please don't kill her!
You cast Hellish Rebuke, so go ahead and roll to hit.
We'll be up the dice. It's a Dex 18 saving throw.
Dex 18 saving throw. Oh, she makes it.
In that case, half damage.
Okay, and how much damage?
Do I roll the full damage and half it, or do half the dice? I forget.
Roll the full damage and half it.
35 halved. So what's that? 18, 17.
All right, she is not looking good. You have singed her quite nicely.
Shake my head.
Your turn.
Is she how not looking good? Is she still standing?
Oh, she's still standing. She's a bit surprised to have taken flame to the face like that. Whoever gave her this contract to get you clearly didn't give her anywhere near enough details required, as she did not expect Hellish Rebuke at all.
Well, I'll assume she learned her lesson and leave her be otherwise, given that I hear squeaks of sadness coming from across the room.
I mean,
Thank
she's
you.
still blades up, like in a fighting stance. She's just little bit of hair on fire.
Tell you what, I'll use my interaction to say, do it again. I'll do it again, and then turn my attention to the skeletons. And I'm gonna just Eldritch Blast the ever-living shit out of how many of them as I can.
So anyway, I started blasting.
Alright, so there's 5 skeletons.
Sorry, I just gotta read something. Okay, I'm gonna start shooting, yeah. I'll shoot at the first one and keep shooting till he dies, and then shoot at the next one.
Alright, roll to hit the first one.
14.
That's gonna hit.
Okay, let me roll damage. That's a normal hit. Eldritch Blast. That everything? That is everything. That's 15 force damage.
Alright, and that skeleton explodes into a shower of bones. The other 4 skeletons all turn to look at you, all holding trumpets as they doot their way towards you.
Okay, next one. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep blasting.
Roll to hit.
32 hits.
That's gonna
Natural
hit.
20. Oh, that's a critical. Hang on.
Roll the crit.
Oh, I shouldn't touch my face. Fuck. Eldritch Blast, critical hits. Let's go. That's gonna be 24 force damage.
That skeleton will also explode into a shower of bones. You just hear it doot as it explodes.
I shoot at the third one. I have more Eldritch Blasts. I can't help it. What do you want to?
That's gonna hit. Roll damage.
Yeah, that's another 12 force damage.
Ooh, 12 force damage. This skeleton does not explode into bones.
Oh, good.
It doots angrily at you.
I just go. And that'll. Well, actually, no. I'm gonna go all out this turn. I'm gonna use my bonus action to commit a cheeky healing word on myself, healing light, for let's say 5d6 for 14 health total, and that'll be me.
All right. Next up on the initiative list is who's next? I'm writing this down. Solgra.
Cool. I would like to rage.
All right. Rawr. Angry.
And I'm gonna go straight for Pathos. As you can
Alright.
tell, I keep forgetting his name, and that's why I keep looking down.
Okay. The man who's not named Jordan. You go for him.
Roger.
Roger.
Is he like within 40 feet of me?
Oh yeah,
Is
this
he
is not a
still
this is
in-
not a
okay.
big room.
That's good. That's
Yeah,
good.
he's
then.
currently just like right in front of Diz now as he's trying to grab the key so that he can leave via the front door.
Well, in that case, I'm gonna skid around in front of Diz and be like, and I'm gonna roll up to hit 25.
That will hit.
Cool. $16 damage.
Ouch. That does a fair amount of damage to him. He's not looking so good. He just looks at you with the seconds in between that hit. He's like, just let me have this.
And I reply with no and do my second attack.
Roll to hit.
24.
That's gonna hit.
$15 damage.
Okay. How do you want to do this?
I don't know. I kind of want to. I really should have made that mole now. Just kind of want to lift my hands high above my head, just bring it straight down into his skull, watching his spine compress.
As you do this, you hit him full force with your hammer of justice, and he does in fact compress slightly. And as he finishes compressing and you pull the hammer away, he kind of springs all the way back up and just sort of shoots across the room, hitting the wall, dropping the gem, and falling unconscious.
Oh. That's new.
You kind of believe as a necromancer, and he might possibly have some amount of immortality shenanigans going on. But he is well and truly out for the count now. His skeletons that were remaining doot their final doot, and they crumble. Leaving Kira slowly sheathing her blades and sort of edging away and away from Caporius, and somehow, mystically, hiding in the shadows of this room that you're all in. Doing it very well.
Can we perception check that at all? I have like a 20 passive perception.
Oh, she beats it.
I'm gonna use Visage of the Astral Self and have a scan around the room.
And she beats it.
So we can't see her.
Oh, you can. But you're the only one. M. It's like she's allowing you to see her, and she's just like...
Okay. I shall...
Just she wants to get in your pants.
She can. I'll talk in Thieves' Cant.
Yep.
And say, can we have a chat outside, please, maybe?
And as she's sneaking away, she's just like... And vanishes.
No, like now. Not call me. Call me maybe when. I need now, baby.
You managed to watch her like skulk away and exit the room. You're not sure where she went after she left the drawing room.
Can I run after her?
Yeah, sure. We'll let you go off on your own separate adventure there. So okay. We'll come back to you. You've also exited the room. So the rest of the party are looking around. Diz.
Hang on, why is she exiting the room?
The rest of you notice that M sort of just vanishes out of the room. Diz and Vitus are just kind of like Diz is looking at Vitus, just like what the fuck, and Vitus is just like, this happens all the time.
Can I walk over to Passos and like pick him up by the robe and just kind of just shake him?
He's like a rag doll.
Does anyone want to punch him back?
Oh, yeah, I actually didn't get a chance to punch him, so do you mind if I...
Oh, wait, can I walk over before Gersha punches him and cast Gentle Repose on the body?
Sure. What does that do?
Touch a corpse or other remains, target is protected from decay and can't become undead. Extends time limit on raising target from the dead.
He's not dead.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, never mind, I walk away, bored.
Right, I just, proceed to order.
Alright, you punch him. A lot.
A lot.
Cool. Sharid
Right.
and Caporius, the two of you, while Solgra and Gershor are busy being sadistic, the two of you spot the gem on the ground that Pathos dropped.
I'll go over.
Okay.
I'm gonna poke it.
You poke it.
Put some good berries on it.
You put some good berries on it.
You gonna try and pick that up, or? Okay.
Nah, you can.
Okay, I'm gonna pick up the rock, the gem.
As you are holding the gem,
Eat the berry.
you eat the berry. You eat the berry, and as you eat the berry, your hand is like one hand on gem, one hand on berry. Someone looking might think that you're about to then eat the gem next, and in your mind, the whispers become louder, and you suddenly hear, "Don't eat me!"
You what?
Don't, Caporius. I'd appreciate it if you didn't eat me.
You're a rock. Why would I? What?
Hello, hello. Is this thing on?
Hello? Yes.
Hello?
Who is this?
Hello. It's
Hello?
me. It's me. The Zepik the Wonders.
No, you're dead. Who are you?
No, I'm not dead. I'm in the stone.
Why are you? Come out.
I'd love to. Honestly, could you do something about this?
Come on.
Ow! Ow! Caporius, that's not how this works.
Oh, how does this work?
There's an incantation. Ask Vitus.
I will.
He'll know which book to use.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. I'll call you back.
Yep.
No, stay on the line.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'll stay here. I can't really go anywhere else anyway.
Don't get. Come on now. You're not my mercy. But anyway, stay on the. I got you,
I'm
Vitus.
still here. To which Vitus looks at you with an eyebrow raised and says,
I found him.
"Yes, I'd guessed as much when you started talking to a rock, Caporius."
Good, because that means you think I'm sane?
I do so very much hope that you are in fact sane. May I speak with Zepik? I will need to take the stone from you, Caporius.
Okay, here you go.
And he takes the stone off of you. You just see Vitus in like a one-sided phone conversation, like, yes, Zepik, yes, I'm aware. Oh, don't stop being such a drama queen. You know your body's fine. Yeah, just hang on. Yes, it'll be fine. And he hands the stone back to you. Says, "You look after Zepik for now. He's being rather uppity. I'll go fetch the materials and the books and everything. Maybe in the study in a few minutes." And you just says, "Zepik, is he doing it? Is he gone yet? Tell me he's doing it."
He's working on it. Let's play a little game. I think it's called like Scotch Hop or something. I hear the kids talking about it, so I'm just gonna kind of
Caporius, no!
You having fun yet? We're almost there. Like, just bear with. Like, honestly, it's not gonna take.
I'm starting to feel a bit sick.
Well, did you have a room to be sick in there?
I don't want to find out.
I kinda do.
No, please, no. What if it ends up in my beard? No. Please, Caporius.
Fine. Okay. So why are you in the? What is the point? Why are you in a rock?
I didn't want to be in the rock. It was Roger. He put me in the rock. I never did figure out how this spell works. I'll be quite honest. I might be wondrous, but I don't know all the things. This one just seemed weird.
So this isn't staged.
No. This wasn't how I ideally wanted to spend my 400th birthday party. No, I'll be honest.
Okay. Question: when you have your birthday parties, do you fit your guests at all? Because like we've had some problems with some of them. Like, shake my head. Fucking, what's your name? Let me scroll up real quick. Zepik.
I'm sorry. Did you forget my name on my birthday? My birthday, my name.
Oh, the connection dropped.
Well, if you wouldn't mind awfully, just take me
Yes.
back to my body, please.
Yeah, we're walking now.
It doesn't feel like we're walking.
Sorry, we're on our way.
Caparius, that feels strangely like not walking.
I don't know what. How about now?
Did we go anywhere?
Yes, we're on our way to. It's quite a trek, you know. Like it's quite a big house. It's quite nice too. Also,
The drawing room is 15 feet from my office. How is it? Where am I?
Hey, I got lost too.
Who was that?
Gershaw.
Oh.
Say hi.
Hello, Gershaw. He can't hear me,
I would say hi,
Caporius.
but I'm busy punching something. I'm sorry.
Caporius, only someone holding the stone can hear me.
Oh, I see. Well, okay. I'm gonna head to the actual room now. We might as well, you know.
That would be lovely. Please.
Yes. I actually go this time. I don't know.
And you arrive at the study to find Zepic's body covered with various crystals all over it as Vetus is chanting an incantation. And as you enter, you just place the gem on the desk in front of his body, and I'll take care of the rest.
I go to place the gem. I kind of stumble and almost drop it, but I catch it in the end and put it down.
Careful with me.
Next to this. Yeah. Please, like, come on. Hey, I'm like, okay. And that's it. I put him down.
And Vetus finishes the incantation, and suddenly Zepic's body begins to move again as he looks up and says, oh, thank God for that. And he looks in his sleeves like, my doves, where are my doves? Who touched my doves? Want to see a magic trick? Where are my cards? Who has my handcuffs?
Wait, Briggy.
Yeah.
We're in a pocket dimension. Does that mean that anything we do here has no lasting consequences on our
No. Oh no.
As in,
Levi's calling.
as in, can I use the Cloak of the Edgelord here and still have it for use without having to recharge it?
Yes. That is
Okay,
exactly what that
I'm
means.
I'm gonna stand in front of Zepic and show him my open sleeves with nothing.
I will allow this. All right.
Okay.
And he looks. Hmm?
Okay, then I'm gonna activate the edge of the Edgelord cloak, run to the chest with the doves, pick up all 6 of the doves, and then return to my exact location.
Perfect. And suddenly, as if by magic, all of the 6 doves come flying out of your sleeve. And
Yes.
Zepic marvels at it and claps like, "Oh, well done. That's really quite marvelous." Although the real fun is knowing that it's not real magic and pulling it off anyway. That looks like you used real magic, which is kind of less impressive.
Really? Prove it. What magic did I use?
I don't know. Something about that just makes me feel as if that was magic as opposed to more sleight of hand.
Nope. Couldn't be.
Fair enough. We'll agree to disagree.
Can I reach behind his ear?
You can.
Okay, then I'm gonna time stop right there, pull out a gold coin from my pouch and put it in my other hand, and then resume time.
That's going to be your entire allowance used for this pocket dimension.
That's fine. That's fine.
And
then I snap my fingers and pull a gold coin from behind his ear.
And he's gonna look mighty impressed with that one. He says, "That's more like it. That's a better one. I didn't even see you palming the coin. That's a rather impressive trick there. Although I would have definitely guessed M as being the one that would be better at the sleight of hand tricks. And he looks around and says, well, where is the lovable rogue anyway? And now we're going to flash forward to outside of the, well, not quite outside the manor, at the very front door, which is currently locked. As
Because outside doesn't exist, right?
yeah,
The
there is an outside of the mansion. You could
Okay.
get out to it, but it's still a locked door. Everything's on lockdown. And Diz, last time you saw, Diz had the key. So you see Kira just sort of rattling the handle of the front door, and she turns to see you approaching. And she says, "Don't suppose you've got the key, do you? Probably shouldn't stick around. I don't think Caporius Carolon is very happy with me."
Why did you do that?
Oh,
Like,
nothing.
You tricked me.
Oh, nothing personal. It's just, got paid a lot of money to assassinate Caporius, and turns out
By
my
who?
information might have been his dad. I can't remember.
His dad?
Yeah, it takes a while for things to go through the chain, and even though, we've all heard the news about what happened in the peninsula, but, they paid up front to the guild with the payment for killing Caporius, so until we get told that it's not available anymore, technically it's still a job.
Are you aware that Caporius is in charge of his dad's finances? Because
Oh, then
his
he
dad is
might want to
dead.
contact the guild about that, because as far as I'm aware, I'm not the only person trying to kill him. Do you know how much he's worth?
How much?
Well,
I killed him!
between
Sorry, you didn't hear that.
between you and me, it's 5,000 gold pieces.
I'm supposed to get 5,000 gold pieces for stealing a statue of a spider.
Well, don't some of us have it nice and cushy?
That's just a bad deal.
5,000 gold pieces is enough for me to retire on. Last time I did a job, I got paid in 100 gold pieces for an assassination. This is the end of my money troubles. If I could have killed Caporius, if only someone had told me that, now he's a warlock. Because that's
Yeah.
not part of the guild's information. Need to update that.
He's very powerful. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I'm scared of him.
Well, suppose I'll have to find another job because
Trying to help you.
I-
Shut up.
I'm not trying that one again.
Yeah, and I think you should try and talk to people and say no. That job is not available anymore.
I mean, I'll pass the information on, but that's not my decision to make. Although I know for damn sure I'm not going to be trying a second time. I'll go find an easier mark. Girls gotta eat,
Yeah. I can take you out to the fanciest restaurant in the capital at some point if you want.
I wouldn't say no to that.
It's a date.
It is. Although I probably could do with getting out of here alive first. I don't know much about Caporius, especially if my information's off, but I don't think I want to let him see me in here again. Afraid it might be
Yeah.
the end of me.
Try to get the key.
Be much obliged.
Okay, I'm gonna try and see if I can get the key from Zid. No, this.
Diz, yes. Everyone else is currently in the drawing room. Now that they've moved out of the study. So they're back where you guys left. The rest of you stood around with Zepik as you finally managed to bring Mrs. Owlbear back around to consciousness, who's quite happy and tearful to see her godson alive and moving. And for a while, you're all sat around a table as Mrs. Owlbear brings out a cake, very large cake in the shape of a 400 for Zepik's 400th birthday, and everyone gets a slice. And when you return, you are handed a slice without any argument. Mrs. Owlbear won't have any argument. She hands you a slice of cake. You will have the cake, dear. Eat the cake.
Oh.
Go on, have the cake.
Thanks.
And everyone else has got cake as well. And Zepik looks to the party and looks to you in particular for a moment and says, "Don't worry, I've got it covered. And he just sort of waves his hand, and you hear from the distance the door unlocking, and you presume that Kira has escaped out into the world. And
Thanks, I guess.
And Zephyx just sort of side-eyes you and says, be careful with that one. Fiery. He says,
I'm aware.
Yeah.
Definitely not as fiery as Caporius. I heard someone's being a bad dragon.
And Zephyx pulls a deck of cards from his sleeve and holds it up to you and says, pick a card. Any card.
Are they openly?
Yeah, they're...
And 9 from the left.
Alright, take the card.
I take the card.
As you take the card, he closes the deck and puts it back in his sleeve, and he just sort of winks at you, side on. And as you look at the card, it just says Kira, and it has a bunch of contact details written on it.
Wait, but he's got. I. Are they in the study? No.
No, everyone's in the drawing room. But it looks as if you've just taken a card from a deck of cards off of him, and he just sort of... don't worry about it. It's a bad trick anyway.
Yeah. I kind of want to steal the painting. I think it's not fair that he has that painting after the go Like...
Maybe you will have a chance to steal the painting, but as we bring this episode to a close, everyone has a bit of a time to hang out with Zephyx, although the actual attempted murder does put a dampener on Zephyx's birthday. He says, maybe next year I'll try again. We'll not have someone actually attempt to murder someone next time. Maybe that'll be a better birthday party, I think. Anyway, thank you all for coming to my murder mystery birthday, which turned out to be so much more dramatic than I had planned. And honestly, I was really going to ham up the whole being a corpse thing. But I believe that each and every one of you were in the middle of something important. Not you, Diz. You need to go clean the dishes. But Vitus, thank you for dropping by, and wish you good luck with the tower. That's sure exciting. Maybe don't let John fall. That would be great if you could get back to that. I was enjoying watching that. And with that, he snaps his fingers and Vitus disapparates and vanishes from the room. And he looks to the rest of you and says, now, I've quite enjoyed watching the 7 of you in recent months. Gaborius, remember that whole trying to catch an arrow and not catching it thing? That was gold. Really enjoyed that. That was a good time.
I don't remember such a thing.
Oh.
That wasn't me.
But before you snap us away,
Yes, go sure.
I would like to look at the chicken statue again.
What chicken statue?
The one in your study, the jade one.
Why?
Because I want to see whether the greatest detective has worked it out.
The chicken statue is still on Fanny Boss's person. He's taken the chicken statue.
Oh.
It's in his inventory.
Forgetting you, Batman.
Look. Fanny Bat, have you worked out the mystery of the chicken statue? The greatest mystery of tonight.
What chicken?
The one...
DM Granola, he will be taking it with him, like, it's in his inventory. He doesn't have to figure this out today.
Oh, okay. Thank God. Right. Sorry for interrupting you, almighty, Zephyx.
Yes, well, I've kind of grown accustomed to it. It's so strange being here with all of you, and it's like I get to be part of the party. Yeah, like I've always wanted to. It's like a dream come true. And
Well, are you strong?
About what? Sorry.
Are you strong? You know, like.
Oh yes, I'm the strongest. Obviously, I'm Zephyx the Wondrous.
We could use another meat shield.
Yeah.
He's a wizard.
Oh no. I don't want to get involved. Just want to meet you all and wish you all good luck and continue watching your adventures. Yes, Em.
Mrs. Epic, hi.
Hello.
Thanks for the fling, by the way. Did you used to have the Sacred Flame or the Order of the Sacred Flame at your parties?
Oh, once or twice. I used to watch them every week. It's amazing how many things happen on a Wednesday.
All of them.
Oh yes, every day's Wednesday. Did you know? Every day's Wednesday here, at least.
Well, that's cool. I'm sure the ones that we've met so far were like.
I suppose I did have you come all the way to my party, and you did in fact save my life, in a sense. I mean, I wasn't dead, but I definitely didn't want to stay in the stone. So, between the 7 of you, I suppose you can ask me any one question that you'd like. I have seen beyond the veil of the worlds, beyond even the fourth wall. I will answer anything you wish, but only one question.
Can we think about it?
Oh, you don't have long to think.
That was a question.
Technically, yes, but I'll allow it.
A lot of pressure.
Anything at all.
About the stuff,
Oh. Right. We need to think. No.
You made it sound like you had an idea there. Not at all.
Group huddle.
I'm on the edge of my seat there, Gershaw.
I have a few ideas about what I'd like to propose a question to you. I'm sorry, Zepic, you can't be in this huddle because or else you might take one of the things I suggest as a question. I don't want to do that because I don't want to break any technical terms.
I mean, you're in my realm. I can hear it all.
Oh, okay. Well, you can be part of the huddle then. It makes no difference. I didn't want to exclude you, but you know.
Get on with it, Gershaw.
So there's a few things we could ask about. We could ask about obviously a bit more about the risks, although we've been learning quite a lot about them, and we kind of have a lot of idea about Idol, you know. And that's quite good. About the main reason why we're here. We could ask about a little bit more about how.
Tell you what, you seem to be finding this somewhat difficult, so to make it easy for you, I'll make it more interesting. I'll answer a question from each one of you. One question each. And maybe some of it won't be true. That's exciting, isn't it?
That is exciting.
Alright, who wants to ask the first question?
I'll go.
Alright, Gershaw, what's your question?
I'm a bit bothered because, we found a pickled variant of me.
Yes.
And
oh, that was quite exciting. I really enjoyed watching that.
Am I the real Gershel?
Yes.
No, I don't know if that's a lie or not.
But we don't know if it's true.
Exactly. So
in our hearts, we know he's out there somewhere. I mean,
It's the accent.
The accent did change. I did notice that, but
There
I
was
was
a
kind of a
sound
fan.
just there. There was a sound. Like a wow.
Reed, was that you?
Nope.
I didn't hear anything.
You're coughing.
Okay.
And a cat every now and then. Do you hear the cat? Okay.
Actually, I've heard the cat.
Yeah, I thought
it was my cat.
Someone. Was it your
There
cat?
is many
I
background
think it was
noises.
my cat.
Sorry, there's a lot of things going on in my drawing room. Oscar, do you have a question?
Do I have a question? I think I would like to wait and hear the others' questions.
No problem at all. Shareed, I'm sure you have an amazing question. Probably the best question of all time.
What is Gershaw's origin story?
Well, you see, Gershaw was raised by cultists.
Well, that was a absolutely useless question. Okay.
And perhaps that was an
We already
absolutely
knew
useless
that.
answer. Who knows? Solgra,
We already knew that.
Well, maybe don't ask things you already know. Solgra, what is your question?
How do we kill Damaris?
You see, to kill Damaris, you must find his phylactery and shatter it. Now, Caporius, do you have a question?
I have. What will we find on the deepest floor of the Gold Forge?
The truth.
Yep.
Well, this has been absolutely riveting. These have been very useful knowledge
Monkey
bombs to
paw.
gain.
We are not finished yet, Sharid M. What is your question?
Yeah. In a very big Daenerys Targaryen impression, I would go and be, where are my daggers?
Oh, your daggers are currently in use by another rogue out there in Edis. Although, and because it is quite a fun thing that I've been watching on the side there, this rogue did not take your daggers. Your daggers have a mind of their own.
And all I got was the truth, I swear.
Big brain daggers.
What?
Big brain.
Big brain daggers, I know.
Now, Batman. I am aware that you are, in fact, Edis's greatest detective, and thus should need no questions answering, but I will do you this favour. What question might you have for Zepik the Wondrous?
Why did the chicken cross the road?
To get to the other side.
Oh my god. That changes everything.
You okay? Too much?
I believe that's everybody has asked a question, have they not? Oh no, sorry, Oscar, you were waiting for the end.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. My family, do they think of me sometimes?
Are you sure you want me to answer that question, Oscar?
I don't know. I think of them sometimes, and sometimes I don't know whether I think of them in a positive light or in a just they exist kind of light. And yeah.
Well, my dear Oscar, in the vaguest sense, as to not ruin things for you, they do think of you from time to time.
Okay. That was useless, thank you.
Happy birthday, me.
Happy birthday, you!
Happy birthday to
to
you. Happy
Happy birthday
Thank
to
you.
you. Happy birthday.
birthday.
What was your name again?
And as you are all singing happy birthday to the wonderful Zepik, you find your vision shifts and bends, and all of a sudden you're back in the Cold Forge where you were prior to being whisked away on this adventure, with the doors of the miracle machine about to open as the mist pours out and the door cracks open and lowers itself. The rest of the party stood around in the genetics room here, this experiment, and as the smoke clears, the few of you able to see into the smoke see suddenly unfurling wings of gold as a draconic foot steps forward, latching to the bottom of the doorframe, and pulling himself forth, stands Corporeus Carolon. Bright golden Aarakocran wings unfurled. As Corporeus smiles at the rest of the party in his new form.
Is his face still Dragonborn face?
His face is
Or
still
the Aarakocran?
dragon-esque, yes.
Okay.
Only his wings appear to be Aarakocran. Although Corporeus finds that he has some new knowledge, a new ability that he has suddenly learned as the machine finishes its work. Corporeus now knows the secret of good berries and the method by which they are produced.
I go up to him and I offer him a good berry.
I offer you a good berry in return. Except this one is
take-
slightly yellow.
I take the good berry.
I take the good berry too.
Oh, are we doing a good berry exchange?
Yep.
I tried to make a good berry.
I'll create a good berry too, and sort of.
And we will end this week's episode with the revelation that Corporeus Carolon now has an element of Aarakocran DNA and new wings. The murder mystery of Zepik has been solved. And as the seven of you stand around looking at Corporeus and remaining in awe of the miracle machine, somewhere far away in another realm of a cozy little pocket dimension stands a tower, and sat leaning back in his comfy chair, scrying with his crystal ball, eating a pack of Doritos and drinking the last can of Tango that no one took from the party, is Zepik the Wondrous, preparing to enjoy yet another episode of The Sneven. And we'll be back same time next week. Happy Halloween, everybody.
I was so hoping that he would check back on his recording logs.
Oh, he will. Eventually he will. But there you have it. That has been our Halloween special episode. I'm sad that I couldn't maintain costume for the entire episode because goddamn, that beard and hair was so hot. But well done everybody else for managing to maintain costume. You all get another inspiration. Well done.
Huzzah.
Cactus, you may now unmask if you feel the need to. You have the inspiration. That cannot be comfortable. But of course, thanks to all the players for dressing up and doing cool cosplay of the characters this week. We were joined by Third Rate Capo playing Corporeus Carolon with his amazing face paint job. It looks so good.
It was so awful to do, dude. I fucking hated it.
And of course, we're joined by Violin Solo playing M. Also fantastic. I love the hair and like all the decorations and the dagger as well.
And the ears.
Nice.
The ears as well.
I feel like the wig suits me really well.
It's
actually.
really good.
I want to wear this more often.
It looks so good.
And I scored a date, so I think
I've got to now figure out. That's like Kira's not even one of my characters. That's from the event. I need to like figure out how she's gonna fit into the Ebon Death
He's
now.
not real.
She's not one of mine. Now I've got to actually like invent further details for her. She will. Oh, she will.
Yes, thank you, thank you. I'm really excited.
And can we all appreciate the absolutely fantastic job of beard and hat that AODHQ has pulled off in playing Oscar, the Bard?
Thank you.
I think that, like, yours is maybe the closest to, like, the D&D character sheet art that you've got.
That's what I was going for.
Yeah. I mean, it feels like it was probably a lot easier to do than, say, become a Birdman. But
Yeah, fair.
but it's still really
I couldn't
good.
find like a red hat, so I went with sort of wine color. But actually, it's a pretty good hat, so I'm quite happy.
It's also maybe one of the smartest choices alongside, like, M's for being able to, like, wear it for an entire session.
Yeah.
Years are really painful.
No doubt. And of course, joined by Cactus Room, fellow DM, playing Sharid, who maybe we'll never know what Cactus Room actually looks like.
Lo and behold, I take off my mask to reveal my real identity. Da-dun. 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 Da-dun.
It was a bird the whole time.
I'm convinced that Cactus, like, anytime we've seen Cactus, it actually hasn't been his real face. He's actually just a really freaking good VTuber.
Yeah, he's a really elaborate VTuber. He's actually just a bird.
He's actually a cactus in real life.
He's a cactus.
He's actually a cactus.
And we're also joined this week by Shlee Fiddy playing Solgra. Look at that makeup. That is actual makeup. That is not Poundland's finest face paint.
Apropos of nothing.
I mean, to be honest, considering it's like Poundland's finest cheap-ass face paint, I think Capo did a really good job.
I don't want to. I dread washing it off. I feel like I might go blind.
Do you have makeup remover?
I have a cloth and warm water.
I'm sure he'll
God.
know.
Good luck. Good luck.
And of course, as always, we are joined by Guitar of CR playing Solid Gershaw.
War never changes.
No, war has changed. That's the wrong quote. That's Fallout you just quoted.
I know.
Oh dear. And last but not least, thank you so much for gracing us with your presence, Batman. It's been an honor to have the Dark Knight on our stream.
I'm Batman.
Yes, you are. I would plug your stream, but surely it's a terrible idea for me to reveal the secret identity of the vigilante known as Batman.
I'm Batman.
But thank you for joining, and maybe Russell will return next week to join the podcast. I still don't know how he managed to convince Batman to take over for him this week.
Podcast now?
All D&D streams are technically podcasts, just podcasts with a point. Hashtag podcasts with a point.
Did Batman like my dinner?
And of course, I have been Geeks Codex playing the role of Dungeon Master, and also the wondrous Zepic. I'm not going to put the hair and beard back on, or I would do the outro that way. But thank you so much for joining, and we will see you next Wednesday for episode 40 of The Ebon Death, where we will actually continue The Ebon Death. And if you're hankering for more D&D in the meantime, don't forget to check out the campaign over on Cactus' channel on Sunday evenings, where Bruce is not evil anymore. And then I have to find an elaborate way to kill off Bruce so I can play as Zepic. We'll see. Anyway, thanks everyone for joining, and I'll play the outro now, and we'll see you all next week. Bye-bye, and happy Halloween!
Bye!
Bye.
And fairy dust where we lay our scene. Our hero lusts after a dragon-esque queen. He's neither vegan nor vegetarian. The people call him the phallic barbarian. And while his great powers cannot be ignored, well, they're not contingent on his ability to, brandish his sword. And so he embarks on the most thrilling quest to solve quite a big problem, it must be confessed. But that's not all as it seems. In fact, it's beyond his wildest dreams. He expects to be met with a cure for his it's a trick. In the mountains, our hero is far from lonely. In fact, he's crossed paths with the one and only Love Guru. The Love Guru possesses a mystical power to have our hero fighting fit within the hour.
There's probably a joke with a penis right there.
And so